Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, and a pleasant good evening. Welcome to The Hive on yourliveevent.com, bringing you coverage here today of the Section 8AA Basketball Championship game between the Fergus Falls Otters and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. The Section 8AA title from Perham. Not exactly the traditional spot where you'll have the section championship game, but nothing but the best from the people in Perham High School, welcoming in 250 spectators to tonight's Section 8AA championship game. A section championship unlike any other, but a very similar section championship if you look back to last March. The Pelican Rapids Vikings and the Fergus Falls Otters playing for the 8AA title just like they were a year ago in front of a large crowd at Concordia Memorial Auditorium in Moorhead. But tonight, here we are at the Hive in Perham on yourliveevent.com. Kevin Kochman, Joseph Stetz, Mark Forseth, bringing you coverage of the Pelican Rapids Vikings and the Fergus Falls Otters, the Section 8AA Girls Basketball Championship matchup. Tonight's pregame show is presented to you by Bitker Inc. The Bitker Inc. pregame show gets underway tonight from Perham. It's Fergus Falls and Pelican Rapids Girls Basketball, yourliveevent.com.
Dreaming of waking up to a view of the lake?
Let First National Bank make your new home a reality.
Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing,
You can count on personalized attention from our home loan experts.
Budget-friendly, local decisions.
Plus, we offer a variety of mortgage products designed to meet your every need.
We are First National Bank of Henning, Ottertail, and Battle Lake, making your dreams come true, one home loan at a time.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haave, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haave, a passion that grows.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
The Bitker Inc. pregame show tonight from the Hive on yourliveevent.com, bringing you coverage of the Section 8AA Girls Basketball Championship game. Bitker Inc. servicing all vehicles, tires, and more. Bitker Inc. 218-456-7467. Tonight, the Pelican Rapids Vikings and Fergus Falls Otters meet for just the second time in 2 years, as, of course, Fergus Falls had been a AAA team up until the 1920 season, where they went 25-5 and fell to Pelican Rapids on their magical run to a state tournament just a year ago, playing in the state consolations. The Vikings are running a incredible situation. Pelican Rapids 19-1 this season, 30-1 a year ago. The lone loss coming in the quarterfinals of the state Class 2A girls basketball tournament a year ago. 2 losses in the 18-19 season. Last 3 seasons combined, just 4 losses. Fergus Falls playing in their 4th consecutive section championship game, whether that was Section 8 AAA or now Section 8 AA. Brad Strand, Fergus Falls Otters, Brian Korf, Pelican Rapids Vikings. The teams are on the court at the Hive in Perham. It's the Section 8AA Girls Basketball Championship, and we're bringing it to you on the Bitker Inc. pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
West Main Pizza Ada welcomes you with the return of indoor seating and dining. West Main Pizza is now providing waiter staff. They'll now be serving you at your table. Dine in. Enjoy the new menu items at West Main Pizza. Breadsticks, salads, wraps, subs, paninis, pasta, calzones, sweet treats, pizzas, and more. Takeout, curbside, and delivery service continues to be offered from West Main Pizza. They welcome you to come enjoy indoor dining.
Anxious about your retirement funds? We don't blame you. At Bighorn Financial Services, we can help you build confidence within your retirement planning process by offering the ability to not only invest, but protect the money you've worked so hard to put away for the future. If your goal is to grow retirement assets without the risk of losing money in the long term, now is the time to call. Learn how to grow and protect your retirement with the help of Bighorn Financial Services. Call me, Kurt Fillion, at 218-689-6880 to set your appointment soon. Securities offered through FPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Christian Motors. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. They're located on Highway 32 North in Fertile. Christian Motors features a quality line of cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and they've got the best prices around. You can stop by the lot or you can check out the selection online at christianmotors.com. And don't forget about Christian Motors Service Department. Christian Motors, proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer on Highway 32 North in Fertile.
This is Will Meeks from Community Co-op's Energy Solutions team. Sherwood, Rocky, and myself will deliver customer service and energy solutions to your farm or business operation. I am in your area making calls and looking forward to seeing you soon. Community Co-op's Energy Solutions will meet with you at your location, virtually, or on the phone. Contact us at 1-888-935-2281 and hear how we can help you with energy solutions from Community Co-ops.
This is the Bitker Inc. pregame show, yourliveevent.com, bringing you coverage of the 8AA Girls Basketball Championship from Perham. The Pelican Rapids Vikings, the 2 seed out of the South, against the top seed out of the South, the Fergus Falls Otters. It's time now for our pregame coaches' comments. The pregame coaches' comments are brought to you by the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy, working with you, the area farmer. And in our pregame coaches' comments, the visitors on the scoreboard, the defending Section 8AA champions, the Pelican Rapids Vikings, and their head coach, Brian Korf. Coach, for the girls, Pelican Rapids, an opportunity to defend your crown. I know when you look back on the way that where we've come in a year, your girls playing in a state tournament, playing in a consolation round, and then now back at it here. You've had a fantastic season and a hungry group, and I'm sure they're anxious as anybody to get out here on the floor tonight.
Yeah, you know what? Last year was a great experience for our kids. Great experience for the team, the community, the school. And coming in this year was a new year, and the girls had to work hard to get to where they're at, and they have done that, and they're having a lot of fun. And the next thing is they're enjoying playing together. Being with each other. They enjoy the sport, but they also like being with each other, which is key.
And the record speaks to that, and the record speaks to the kids having some battles this year. They are tested, no doubt about it.
Yeah, you know what? We've had a lot of close games. The HL conference was very competitive, very even. We were very fortunate to come out with the wins that we got this year. So we're hoping those games helped us get better. We had a tough battle with Barnesville, another HL team, the other night, and hopefully those close games got us better for a game like this.
When you look at it, you look across the way and see a Fergus Falls team that you were in the same spot a year ago, which was exciting. You see a group that is returning a lot of players from that team, and you got to think that they're motivated to be here too.
Yeah, you know what? I'm sure they are, and they have a great player in Ellie Colbeck. Ellie Colbeck's probably one of the best basketball players in the state of Minnesota. Very good. She can post up. She can play defense. She can shoot the deep three. She can pass and no look passes. And then she's got a good group of girls around her with Rats and Pearson and girls coming off the bench, so they can shoot it. They can attack hard. We got our hands full. We're going to have to play hard. We're going to play one of our better basketball games of the season.
I think, as you can attest to, defense at this time of the year, it's a hard substitute for anything. So you got to think the girls got to lock down that way.
Yeah, you know what, we're going to have to do the best we can, you know, and I don't think you stop people like Ellie Kobeck. The only thing you hope to do is slow her down, you know what I mean, and that she doesn't go off for 30 points. So we're going to try to slow her down and slow everyone else around her and do the best we can.
Well, keys for success. You talked about Colbeck. You talked about that aspect. But how about for the Vikings? What are the keys for success tonight?
You know what? We're going to have to, number one, handle the ball, handle their pressure. That's number one. We're going to have to rebound. So those two things are going to be crucial. And we're going to have to be able to hit some outside shots. You know, they're going to probably take away the paint really well. They're good defensively. We're going to have to get to the free throw line. And we're going to have to get second chance opportunities, too, on offense. We just can't have one shot and then be done. So, and then we're going to have to limit them to one shot.
Ryan, thanks for the time. Good luck to you and the girls tonight, and let's have some fun out there.
Hey, let's have a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That is Ryan Korf joining us, head coach of the Pelican Rapids Vikings in a pregame show. Coach's comments from Georgetown Farmers Elevator. It is the Bitker Inc. pregame show as we broadcast from the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial broadcast booth high atop the Hive in Perham, Minnesota. Perham High School. Visit Laura Tweeten, Thrivent Financial representative. She has offices in both Ada and Ulen, Minnesota. Laura Tweeten, Thrivent Financial. The Bitker Inc. pregame show from Perham coming your way. Section 8AA Girls Basketball Championship. We'll hear from the head coach of the Fergus Falls Otters, Brad Strand, next on YourLiveEvent.com.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Work has begun to replace Line 3 near your community, and keeping everyone safe is our top priority. We have established robust COVID-19 safety rules for our workers, and when they're not at work on our project, they're advised to follow local health guidelines because we all want everyone home safe. For more information, visit enbridge.com/line3us.
Dreaming of waking up to a view of the lake? At First National Bank, we can make your new home a reality. Our home loan experts will provide you with personalized attention, whether you're building, buying, or refinancing. We are your Lake Country's home loan experts. We'll guide you through the process, from pre-qualifying to closing. Plus, we offer a variety of mortgage options designed to meet your every need, saving you time and money. First National Bank of Henning, Ottertail, and Battle Lake.
Franson Bank and Trust is proud to serve the families, farms, and businesses of the Red River Valley. I'm Greg Slaughton, president of the Franson Bank in Ada. We're a Farmer Mac lender with competitive rates on equipment, land financing, and operating lines. With Franson's online and mobile banking, you can access your accounts and make deposits from anywhere, even from the cab of your tractor. Call Danielle or me and see how we can help you get 2021 off to a great start. 218-784-7124 or make an appointment online at fransonbank.com. Member FDIC.
The Holly JCs is all about giving back to their community. They are a part of many community events such as the Night to Unite, the Fall Stag, the Holly Rodeo, the Holes for Heroes Ice Fishing Tournament, and the Sandboxville. Since 2016, the Holly JCs has given nearly $60,000 in donations. To keep the support going, they need new members. Join the team and have fun at the Holly JCs. Find them on Facebook.
Heart of Lakes Meats is a proud supporter of the Heart of Lakes Conference. Thanks to all Heart of Lakes school districts, coaches, and student athletes for their hard work and adaptability through this winter season. The future looks brighter knowing we can face challenges together. The best way out is always through, and we believe we will come out of these challenges strong. Heart of Lakes Meats is a USDA-inspected meat processing plant located in Pelican Rapids. We support our local farmers and community any way we can. Good luck to all Heart of Lakes Conference teams from Heart of Lakes Meats in Pelican Rapids.
Welcome back on the Bitger pregame show, bringing you coverage of the Section 8AA Girls Basketball Championship tonight from the Hive in Perham, yourliveevent.com. Kevin Kochman, Joseph Stetz, Mark Forseth, crew here tonight in Perham, bringing you the action of high school girls basketball in Minnesota, the Section 8AA Championship, and it's a rematch of last year featuring the Pelican Rapids Vikings and the Fergus Falls Otters. And the head coach of the Otters, Brad Strand, joins us with our pregame coach's comments from the Georgetown Farmers Elevator. Well, Brad, here we go. For the fourth consecutive season, the Otters are in a section title game, and for the girls here tonight, it kind of feels a little different. We're not at Concordia, we're not at a big college site, but the Hive will do here tonight.
Yeah, I think we've played at 3 different sites, the last 3 of them, and now this will be the 4th one. I think we're at St. Cloud State, Minnesota Morris, St. Cloud State, Concordia, and now we're in Perham. So beautiful gym to play in, no doubt about it. High school court instead of a college court. And you know what? I don't think it matters. I think these kids are just happy to be playing the game that they love, and to be in the spot where we're at, we're pretty happy.
Saw the girls in warm-ups a little bit just down the hallway, and they seem to be both excited and focused as this group is pretty driven.
Yeah, I would agree with that. 3 of them in particular have played for me in those last 3. I mean, they played really significant roles in 3 of them. So this is for them the 4th year, and 2 of them got a chance to do it again next year. They're only juniors, but I just think that they're going to be dialed in, and we talk about focused energy. And there's going to be some nerves, no doubt about it, but I think the ones that have played a little bit, they're just going in with a business-like attitude.
I'm talking to some of the girls off the camera last Wednesday, Tuesday night, I should say. So girls seem to not have forgotten last year's result. At the same time, that's fueled them here to this year.
No doubt about it. I mean, that's what we put on the scoreboard to start the practice for the beginning of the season and off season, to be honest with you. And then we forget about it. But now guess what? Yesterday's practice, we had it on the scoreboard again, because now you can't talk about it until you get back here. And now we're back here, and they got a big win over Barnesville, and we got a big win. So now we get a chance to do it again.
Absolutely. And so for the girls here today, it's about today. It's not about previous, it's about today. So what are those keys for success for this Otter girls basketball team?
I think we got to make some shots. I think Pelican plays great defense, and they really limit good shooting opportunities. And then we got to play defense. I mean, they've got 2 very proven scorers, and they're not going to have nerves either. Stephenson and Tollefson have been around forever. And then the Paulson girl was a starter for them last year. So they got 3 good starters back. Mix in a coach's kid, and coach's kids, they don't seem to get. They don't get rattled, and I know she's only a 7th grader, but she's good and very much deserving of that spot. So I think these teams are going to be dialed in and ready, and we got to defend. We got to try to slow down their big 2, and they're going to try to do the same to us. And it should be a little bit of a chess match at times, I think.
Has all the makings of a section championship game.
Yeah, exactly. It has the makings of a section championship game, and here we are, March 25th.
Right, it's all normal, isn't it?
All normal. The sun is shining still, and we got nice outside lighting coming in the gym still. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
This is a unique scenario, to say the least, but we're looking forward to it. Brad, good luck to you and the girls. We'll catch up afterwards.
Awesome, thank you.
That is Brad Strand. He is the head coach of the Pelican he is the head coach of the Fergus Falls Otters, was the head coach of the Pelican Rapids Vikings boys basketball team for 16 seasons. Won a state title with the Vikings in 2009 on a 33-0 season that year. Former AD and math teacher at Pelican Rapids, and in Fergus Falls since 2012. Has the Otters in their 4th consecutive section title game, the 2nd in a row in 8AA. The 2nd time they'll face Pelican Rapids in the 8AA championship game. It's happening tonight in Perham at the Hive, and it's live on yourliveevent.com.
We are part of so many great communities across North Dakota, from small farm towns to big cities. One thing is for sure, we are proud to be part of your community. Hello, this is Dustin with Irie Insurance, and I am proud to work for Irie Insurance because we give back to our communities in so many ways, like United Way School Drive, the North Dakota Corn Growers Association, our local schools, and youth sports. So thank you for letting us be a part of your community and help protect it. To see some of our community efforts up and down the valley, go to IrieInsurance.com.
Realty can be confusing. That's why it's important to choose a professional when you're buying or selling. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated offers full commercial real estate services agricultural land sales, hunting land sales, all categories of commercial real estate sales, commercial space leasing, real estate consulting, and real estate investing. Contact Anthony today. 218-261-1137. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated.
Lesmeister Dental is dedicated to providing its patients with the best appropriate dentistry to help them maintain their health, comfort, and beauty for their lifetime. We know every person is different, and we will help you stay healthy and offer the level of care that you desire. With offices in Crookston at 1726 University Avenue or by phone 253-4204 or 281-4323. See or call Lesmeister Dental today.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the Lynn Fours Agency, Foston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Monoman, LynnForsAgency.com. The Lynn Fours Agency, your insurance source.
We continue to set the stage and bring you in to the Hive in Perham as we get a chance to check things out on yourliveevent.com. It is the Bitker Inc. pregame show, and we're in the commercial break, and we look across the gymnasium, and we see Coach Korf and Coach Strand having a little pregame conversation, and it begs the question, what are these two guys talking about, right? Both deep into Fergus Falls and Pelican Rapids basketball lore. Of course, teammates, so to speak, for a while, as far as the coaches go, from the girls and boys coaches have passed at Pelican Rapids, and they end it with a fist bump. There's a lot of respect there, no doubt about it. We look forward to the matchup here tonight in Perham at the Hive. Fergus Falls, as mentioned, it's their fourth consecutive trip to a section championship game. 17-18 season, they lost to Alexandria in the section title 46-45 in 8 AAA. The next year, at the University of Minnesota in Morris, the 18-19 season, they defeated Alexandria 43-42 to get into the state tournament. And then last year, coming into AA, heavy favorite, coming into the AA championship game in Section 8. But there was this one thing that Pelican Rapids had, and that was, boy, they had some magic on the roster just a year ago. And they ran a perfect record into the state quarterfinals on a last-second Maddie Guler jump shot that I think was a 3. There was debate about what it was. Doesn't matter. It was tied when she comes running down the floor, throws one up on the home side of what would end up being Maddie's college career, too, playing basketball this year as a women Cobber basketball player. Pretty special. They rode that magic all the way to the state. Now, as Coach Strand mentioned, that's been fuel for the Otters all off season and all season now into this game today. In fact, just practiced yesterday. The final score from last year's section title game graces the scoreboard in the Gold Gymnasium in Fergus Falls. Something that has fueled the Otters all season long. Flip that, Pelican Rapids Vikings. They've had to grind out some victories this season. 19-1, don't take anything away from them. The Viking ladies have lost only 4 games in the last 3 seasons of high school basketball. That is a credit to a program and to lots of effort, lots of off-season effort to get into the season and to maintain that focus level all year. But they've had to grind some games, lots of close games. Coach Korf talked about that in a pregame conversation. The HOL was really close this year, and with the pandemic season the way it was, not really knowing all these different things, you can throw a lot of different factoids into the matter, but they had to grind out some wins, including a couple close ones against Barnesville, including the OT game just Tuesday night. They had some grinders. An overtime win here inside the Hive, 44-43 in overtime against Perham on March 4th. So the Vikings have some Perham magic already here in the month of March. Meanwhile, the Otters played a game here this season as well against the Yellow Jackets, when the Otters came in as preseason number 1s in the Coaches Association poll, and Perham upset them 66-63 here. You can take all those tidbits and put them together, see what you come out with. I'm just seeing what's going to be a good basketball game tonight against 2 teams that know a lot about one another. The Vikings haven't lost away from home all season. Their lone loss was a loss at home to the Crookston Pirates on February 6th. Otherwise, they've won every game, home or away, outside of that one. The Fergus Falls Otter girls, they haven't lost since February 4th. Match up against Alexandria. Geez, there's so many things when you look at these two teams that are similar. We'll see what happens tonight. Let's look at some of those keys to the game, part of the Bitker Inc. pregame show, as the pregame show rolls along here with our keys to the game segment. And with that, keys for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Defend, defend, defend. Handle pressure, rebound the basketball, and hit some outside shots. That's what Coach Korf says. For the Otters, got to hit some shots. Got to hit some shots. Got to get going early. Keep their space. Play some nice up-tempo basketball, but control the tempo, something they were able to do against Hawley on Tuesday night. And play defense. Defense wins championships. You hear it all the time. It's the old adage. And here tonight, we're going to find out who's going to win the championship. It's Section 8AA girls basketball. My name is Kevin Kochman. Joseph Stetz joins, and he'll be dropping in some color commentary and helping the cameras here today. Executive producer Mark Forseth on site tonight from the Hive in Perham. Thank you to the Perham High School for not only hosting today's event, but for helping us make this broadcast possible with a fine setup here for us. The opportunity to provide you the coverage, because there are only 250 people that can be in this gymnasium. We're glad you can at least feel like you are there. We hope it do it justice. It's the second Section 8AA Girls Basketball Championship game. The Fergus Falls Otters, 18-3. The 19-1 defending 8AA champ Pelican Rapids Vikings. Our starting lineups, part of the Bitker Inc. pregame show, coming next from Perham on yourliveevent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Springfield Works coming, and so are the savings from Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. All filters and shovels, 10% discounts now with pre-season, pre-spring pricing. New equipment arrivals on the lot that are field ready include the versatile Fury, new 35-foot with 22-inch notch blades, rubber rollers, and also a new demo unit, Versatile Fury, 35-foot. Talk with Chuck O'Neill on the equipment at Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. They thank you for your business.
Racing action is back this summer at Red River Valley Speedway and Norman County Raceway, featuring IMCA modified, sprint cars, stock cars, sport mods, hobby stocks, legends, and more all summer long. Family friendly and affordable racing. Stay tuned to ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com for more information. Racing Thursday and Friday nights returns this summer to Norman County Raceway and Red River Valley Speedway.
Evan here from Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts with convenient tools we offer to make your life easier. Submit your refill 24/7 with the Nord's Pharmacy app or by calling into our automated refill line. Receive a text letting you know that your prescription's ready, and then pick it up at our drive-thru that's open late, 7:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Have more than one refill? We can line them up with our free med synchronization program, so you're only making one stop. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts here in Foston.
Looking to start your own business? How about needing to grow and expand your current business? Then there's no better place than Norman County. Contact the Norman County EDA for information, grants, and incentives available when you expand, relocate, or start a new business in Norman County. The Norman County EDA has provided $740,000 to Norman County businesses in CARES Act retention grants. There may be additional dollars available to you through the Norman County EDA Small Business Loan Fund. For applications or to find out what Norman County offers your business, visit with the Norman County EDA. Go online, discovernormancounty.com.
Solutions, Hitterdall, Minnesota. Let's get to our starting lineups for the 8AA Girls Basketball Championship game, brought to you by Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Check out Norman County Implement, new and used REM greenbacks for sale or rent, and thanking you for your business. Check out the new and used equipment today. Gearing up for the spring plant. 784-2961. Starting lineups for the visitors, the Pelican Rapids Vikings. 5'7" senior guard number 4, Chloe Paulson. 5'5", 7th grader, a guard number 10, Morgan Korf. 5'11", senior forward number 30, Anna Stephenson. 5'10", senior forward number 32, Greta Tollefson. 5'7", senior forward number 33, Allie Hybe. The Vikings, head coach Brian Korf. For the Fergus Falls Otters, they'll start a junior guard number 5, Ellie Kolbeck. They'll start a senior guard number 14, Logan Strum. They'll start a junior guard number 22, Tori Ratz. They'll start a junior forward, number 30, Hannah Polieski, and a senior forward, number 32, Paige Pearson. The Fergus Falls Otters, head coach, Brad Strand. The Otters in the maroon uniforms with gold numerals, white letters. Otters on the jersey tops. For the Pelican Rapids Vikings, the visiting white uniforms, orange numerals and letters. Orange numerals, black letters, orange trim and black trim, respectively. Vikings on the jersey tops. Your Norman County Implement starting lineups, thanking you for your business. Norman County Implement, Highway 9, North and Ada. I'm Kevin Kochman, thanking you for joining us for the BitGreen pregame show, and thanks for checking out the Norman County Implement starting lineups. Kevin Kochman along with Joseph Stetz, Mark Forseth, executive producer with YourLiveEvent.com, on site today from Perham and the Hive. It's Section 8AA Championship Night. Thanks to all of our sponsors for helping make the coverage possible. We appreciate you. We hope you, as the viewer listening in, please thank our sponsors with your patronage. At the very least, tell them thank you. And we certainly look forward to bringing you the action of the Section 8AA Championship game. The Vikings of Pelican Rapids, the defending champs, are ready to defend their crown. The Fergus Falls Otters, close last year, trying to get there this year. Otters right to left, Vikings left to right. Championship basketball in Minnesota in late March on YourLiveEvent.com. Opening tap will be the Otters controlling. Left side, Strum. She'll work it to Kolbeck and a quick pass to Polieski. Kolbeck in a man-to-man defense. She'll work it. Ratz has it outside the arc and shares. We got a travel on Logan Strum. Turnover number 1 on Fergus Falls to start the basketball game. The Vikings will have possession and will move it left to right. Doing the dribbling here in the backcourt, Morgan Korf, the 7th grader, will bring it up. She'll fire it right side to Chloe Paulson. Finding Stephenson along the baseline. Ball is tipped inside. Vikings end up corralling it. That's Greta Tollefson. Tollefson and Hybe now outside. 3-point look for the Vikings. Tollefson, no good. Rebound, Ellie Kolbeck. It's her first of the night. She'll bring it across for the Otters. Underway here in Perham. Kolbeck, pull-up jumper, 17. You betcha, Ellie Kolbeck scores the first deuce of the night, and the Otters have an early 2-0 lead. Crossing midcourt, Morgan Korf, the 7th grader. Great ball handling, swings it left side for the Vikings. Work it to Tollefson. Back to Korf. It's man-man defense. Left side, Tollefson. She'll spin at the free throw line. Now good defense by the Otters, a little pressure there. Ball tips out. Viking basketball outside the arc. Trying to work through the pressure, they find an inside pass, and the shot goes. Anna Stephenson for 2, and the Otters and the Vikings are knotted up at 2 apiece early on in the 8AA championship game. Otter basketball right side. Share it to Ratz, who gets it to Strum, top of the key. Find a Polieski, right elbow, shot no good. Rebounded, Paige Pearson. Shot up by the Otters, no good, out of bounds, and it'll be Pelican Rapids basketball. Fergus Falls, shot no good. We're tied at 2. 16:24 remains in this first half from Perham. YourLiveEvent.com. Viking basketballs, they'll come across midcourt. Left side passing, Chloe Paulson. Paulson, a senior. Up top to Hybe. Hybe holds it high. Works through some pressure, picks up the dribble, finds Anna Stephenson. Stephenson going to try to back down Kolbeck. Good battle there. Stephenson shot no good. Rebound, the smallest one in the group. Paulson, 5'7", grabs it, brings it out. Reset the offense for the Vikings. Right side, Hybe. Hybe on the wing. Hybe's going to dribble. Picks it up, fires left side to Greta Tollefson. Spin move in the paint. Tollefson, shot was deflected, and down goes Paige Pearson, grabbing an ankle and a whistle. She went down immediately and grabbed the ankle. The good news is, as you can see, she's making her way off to the bench. In will be Anna Anderson for the Otters on a substitution. That all happening quite quickly there, and hopefully Paige is all right. Otters basketball. Anderson will inbound. Colbeck with the basketball. Colbeck crosses over, dribbles left elbow. She'll pull up a jump shot, silky smooth. Ellie Colbeck. Otters 4-2 leaders. 15:27 remains first half. With the basketball. Work it. Korf around the perimeter, left side to Paulson. Paulson stretched there by Strum. Finding Korf. Running through the offensive set. Work it down inside. Tollefson. A slash to the basket by Hybe. And we'll get a travel call. From the block, a travel is called. Pelican Rapids turnover number 1. The Otters have a 4-2 lead over Pelican Rapids, and now will be met with a little pressure. Colbeck will at least be base guarded by Chloe Paulson at midcourt. Colbeck picks up the dribble quick, fires right side. Polieski, work it around. Anna Anderson for 3, off the back iron. Rebound, a long one. Anna Stephenson brings it down for the Vikings. They'll fire it up the court. Greta Tollefson on the wing, right side. Tollefson dribbles in to the honeycomb. She'll work it out to Stephenson. Stephenson baseline, guarded by Colbeck. Stephenson, great pass inside. Hybe off the glass for 2. Allie Hybe scores. We have a 4-4 ball game, knotted up. 14:30 remains in this first half. And now a three-point look for the Otters is no good. Long rebound by Korf. 5'5", 7th grader brings it across midcourt. Korf and the Vikings tied up with the Otters of Fergus Falls in the 8AA Girls Basketball Championship. Ball tipped out of bounds, last touched by Tori Ratz of the Fergus Falls Otters. Joe, bringing in Joe Stetz for a little bit of the broadcast. Joe, you talk about a little bit of defense. Both teams bringing it early, and they're pressuring each other.
Yeah, both teams bringing the pressure, and just like we said earlier in the pregame, both teams are very balanced. You weren't expecting one team to get the upper hand early. You're expecting this one to be close, one possession the whole way through.
Stephenson drive shot may have been deflected, and no good. Rebound comes down, and on the rebound is Tori Ratz of the Otters. Stolen away by the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Morgan Korf takes it away. Korf, a little pressure from Ratz. She's showing off some skills, ball handling, that's for darn sure. Viking basketball to Paulson left side. She's dialed up there defensively with Emily Noss of Fergus Falls, who came in off the break there, off the dead ball. Viking basketball, Greta Tollefson, top of the key. She'll spin into the paint. In trouble, throws one up. It's off the back iron. Rebound bounces out to Tori Ratz. It's her second. Ratz and the Otters across midcourt. Rat's going to spin in, fire out, work it to Polieski. Polieski to Anderson. Anderson, three-point look. It bounces off. It's no good. And the rebound is down. Here come the Vikings the other way, as it was a rebound by Anna Stephenson. Now a foul as the Vikings drop the pass inside to Chloe Paulson. The push is called on Fergus Falls. And it'll be Paulson to the free throw line. Foul is the first, and it's on Tori Ratz, her first, team's first as well. And we'll get a foul called. We'll get Chloe Paulson to the line where she will shoot. Excuse me, they reset. My error. Polieski, the one called with a foul. Hannah Polieski with a foul. A couple of line changes here as we see subs. Paige Pearson re-enters. Also, Ainsley Hansen checks in for the Otters. See Ellie Welch check in. Also, Sophie Paulson checking in. Pearson going to grab the rebound off the missed free throw. Paulson makes one of two. Pelican Rapids owns their first lead of the game at 5-4. Inside, Colbeck shot no good. Rebound comes down to Ellie Welch. Vikings with their first lead of the game. A lead change happening 12:55 in this first half. Now a three-point look. The Vikings bury it. Three-pointer for Greta Tollefson. It is now 8-4 Vikings. Otters basketball, right side, Noss. Emily Noss works it up top to Tori Ratz. Ratz, Colbeck. Colbeck on the wing. Deep three-pointer. She answers. Ellie Colbeck for 3. 8-7 Vikings. 12:20 remains first half. Girls basketball. YourLiveEvent.com, the Section 8AA Championship. Greta Tollefson going to spin in the honeycomb. Tollefson to the basket. Great move by Greta Tollefson. She's got 5. Double digits for the Vikings, 10-7. Up the floor, here's Rats. Tori Rats for 3? No. Long rebound comes down to Ainsley Hansen. Hansen skips it, drives it. Rats kicks it back out. This is Noss. Jumper, no good. Rebound all alone. Greta Tollefson grabs it. Viking basketball, they'll bring it across midcourt. Stephenson spinning in the paint. Blocked shot by Noss, and she'll take the basketball. Emily Noss the other way for the Otters. She'll find Kolbeck. Kolbeck thinks about it. Now will drive. Kicks it. Share the ball to Hansen. And back out to Kolbeck. Viking student section bouncing around in the end zone here. Fun to see. Kolbeck gets it to Rats. To Hansen. Jumper. No good. Rebound comes down. This is Stephenson. That's number 3. 11:15 to play first half. Vikings by 3 and the basketball. Right side, swing it. This is Sophia Paulson. Paulson, Chloe Paulson. The Paulsons getting in the mix. Now find Welch outside the arc. Welch, face guarded here by Ainsley Hansen. Loose basketball, turnover Vikings. It's going to be Ellie Kolbeck, pull-up jumper. This one bounces around and goes. Kolbeck's missed just one short one, and it is 10-9 Vikings. 10:45 remains first half. 8AA Girls Basketball Championship. Teams are battling it out here in Perham. Sophia Paulson works the basketball to Welch, top of the key. Welch holds it high, now looks to dribble, goes left side, finds a screen. Welch going to drive in to the baseline, finds Stephenson in the paint, shot off the iron, gets her own rebound and is fouled. Joe, we were talking about in the pregame show with the coaches a battle inside, and Stephenson one that's played a lot of battles in her day.
Yes, and right there getting get the shot up, but getting the offensive rebound, getting herself a second opportunity, and giving her team a chance at the free throw line to extend the lead and put it more to a 2 or 3 point lead.
And she does that there with the make. Now foul went against Ainsley Hansen. That's her first and team's second. Second free throw opportunity. The Mustang Seed free throw line. It's good for Anna Stephenson. And the Vikings now lead it by 3, 12-9. She makes good on both at the line. Kolbeck with the basketball. Right side, she'll swing it to Noss. And we're going to get a foul away from the basketball. The whistle is a foul offensive on the Otters. Another one on Ainsley Hansen.
I feel like it was an illegal screen on the left side that time by the Otters, and not a crucial turnover early, but it's one that can give Pelican a 2-possession lead here with this possession.
Vikings cross midcourt. Korf, right side, works it to Paulson. Chloe Paulson outside the arc. She'll find an open Greta Tollefson, who's now spinning into the paint, holding it high. Welch left side. Little helter-skelter as the Otters fan section's getting in the mix there. Ball's loose, and we're going to get tied up inside. Possession arrow stays with Pelican Rapids. 9:45 remains in this first half. Vikings defending 8AA champs by 3, leading Fergus Falls 12-9. Inbounds. Work the basketball to Tollefson. Tollefson spins. Good defense there by Paige Pearson, but Tollefson goes over the top. Greta Tollefson with 7 in the first half. 14-9, and Joe, you mentioned the turnover. Could that make it a 2-possession ball game? And it does here with 9.5 to play before halftime.
We just don't want to give the other team extra possessions like the Vikings, because the Vikings are a very good team that can make you pay for that.
Shot up, no good by Noss, and the rebound comes down to Morgan Korf inside. And in the backcourt, we've got a foul.
It's going to be Tollefson set the screen, and it looked like
Noss went through.
They're going to get the drive.
Yeah.
I can't think of what the exact terminology is, but it's going to be a foul on the Otters, and it's going to favor the Vikings there again.
Yeah, Fergus Falls with their 4th foul in this first half. Now some pressure on the defense here, and the Otters doing a nice job of pressuring the Vikings, but now they'll find it open. Paulson shot no good on a 3. Rebound comes down to Ellie Kolbeck. Fergus Falls with the basketball. 9 minutes to play in this first half. And it's right now 14-9. Pelican Rapids leading Fergus Falls. The Otters have the basketball. It's Rats outside the arc. Rats had 24 points against Roseau in the quarterfinals of the section. 15 against Hawley in the semis. Work the basketball to Colbeck. Colbeck out. This is Noss. She's going to drive. Fire right side to Rats. 3-point look. Got it! Tori Rats for 3. She had 8 triples against Roseau.
And that's a big bucket for the Otters there, not only because the only other person who was scoring for the Otters was Colbeck early on. It's good to start seeing a couple more Otters pitch in here.
14-12, Pelican Rapids. Vikings basketball, they work it to Chloe Paulson down inside. Paulson dribbling at the free throw line. Now will step back out. 8:05 to play first half. Left side, it's Greta Tollefson. She'll spin inside. Up and underneath against Pearson. 2 shots are coming for the Vikings. They'll head to the free throw line. It's going to be a push on Pearson. Paige Pearson tagged with her first, team's 5th. Otters with 5 fouls. Vikings have yet to commit a foul in this first half. Or be charged, I should say, with a foul. At the free throw line, Greta Tollefson. And the first free throw is no good. She'll have a second. Greta Tollefson, 7 points in the first half and a rebound as well. Greta Tollefson's team high average is 18 a game. Missing both. Rebound to Ellie Colbeck. She and the Otters will push it across midcourt. Work the ball to Logan Strum back in. Passing Rats inside Colbeck. Turns around. Tie game. Ellie Colbeck. Turnaround jumper. Timeout Vikings. 14-14. We are tied with 7:49 to play in the first half on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, yourliveevent.com.
Stu Hog Sanitation Services is a proud Falcon sports booster and wishes them and the rest of the listening area teams good luck in their upcoming games. Stu Hog serves the Fertile and surrounding area with garbage pickup, recycling, and demolition material disposal. If you're in need of their services, call Nathan at 218-945-6707. Stu Hog Sanitation Services of Fertile.
Ultima Bank Minnesota has been offering support to families, farmers, and businesses for generations. And right now, they would love to give support to all area sports teams in the tournaments. Congratulations. We wish you the very best. Ultima Bank Minnesota, with offices in Winger, Foston, Plummer, Bemidji, and East Grand Forks, and online at ultimabank.com. Congratulations to all the athletes, coaches, and fans. Ultima Bank Minnesota, member FDIC.
Back out of the timeout here on yourliveevent.com. Thanks for tuning in. We're broadcasting from the Laura Tweeten broadcast booth high atop the Hive in Perham on yourliveevent.com. 7:49 remains in the first half of the 8AA Girls Basketball Championship game. Fergus Falls and Perham, we're knotted at 14. Here come the Vikings across midcourt following the timeout taken by Coach Korf and Pelican Rapids. They go to the corner and find Chloe Paulson. Fergus Falls right now on a 5-0 run. Work the basketball to Paulson. Paulson's on the wing. She'll dribble in, kick it back out to Korf. Korf, Stephenson, Tollefson on the floor along with Chloe Paulson. Jumper, Greta Tollefson, shot no good, and the rebound is Paige Pearson. She stays in a little bit of motion there, but is able to balance it out after, also on the floor, Allie Hybe, by the way. Rebound there by Paige Pearson. Now a shot by the Otters. Pearson's jumper rebounded. Swing it out for the lead. The Otters' 3-point look by Logan Strum. No good. It's out of bounds, and it'll be Pelican Rapids basketball.
And you can already see the impact. You can already see the impact that she's made being back on the floor for the Otters, clearing the offensive board, or clearing the defensive board, getting an offensive rebound, and getting their team a second chance on the offensive end.
6:40 remains in this first half. It is Vikings basketball. Chloe Paulson. Paulson with the ball, now works it out. Dribbling in. Stephenson. Lost it out of bounds. It'll be a turnover. Happened right in front of the Otters bench. Turnover number 3 on Pelican Rapids here in the first half. Otters basketball. Paige Pearson. Works it to Ellie Colbeck. Tie ball game. 6:25 remains before halftime. Tori Rats. Inside pass. Pearson. Pearson along the baseline. Work it out to Polieski. Now a three-point look for Strum. It's just short. Korf with a rebound. That's rebound number 3. Vikings basketball. Korf out to Paulson. Paulson dribbles high to the baseline. Now on the right wing, Stephenson. Stephenson guarded by Kolbeck. Now they're trying to trap outside the arc. Stephenson in trouble, will fire it up to Korf. Lost a handle for a moment, corrals it. Vikings basketball. This is Tollefson. Ball is poked. Mad scrum for the basketball. Tied up, possession arrow will belong to the Otters. Second tie-up jump ball we've had here in this first half of basketball. Section 8 AA championship, we're knotted at 14. A rematch of last season's title game. Kolbeck bringing across midcourt. Hand it off. Left side pass, Strum. The Otters have it on the wing. Strum shares to Ratz, top of the key. Corey Ratz gets a screen, has a good look at a jumper. From 17, it's no good. It's out of bounds, and it'll go right back to Pelican Rapids. 5:15 to play in the first half. And the Vikings fans letting Ratz hear she missed a shot. You got to love the crowd aspect. Even though there's only 250 total in the building, it's feeling like a championship game. Intensity is here. Korf, dribble across midcourt. We certainly appreciate you tuning in wherever you are tonight on yourliveevent.com. Korf, Stephenson, driving in on Kolbeck. Stephenson, high off the glass, shot misses. Rebound is to Pearson, that's number 5. Kolbeck gonna bring it across midcourt. She will cross over. Work the basketball to Strum. Out to Pearson. To Ratz. Feed it inside. Polieski for 2. And the Otters have the lead. 16-14, a lead change happening. 4:36 to go in the first half.
That was a good finish, but an even better pass on the outside to fit that in and thread the needle to give an easy 2. That was a great play there set up that time.
Otters on a 7-0 run right now, and you can hear the Otters faithful making some noise in the background. Stephenson shot blocked, and it's Kolbeck grabbing the rebound. Here come the Otters up the floor. Three-point look for Strum. It's short again. Rebound Kolbeck. She follows the shot, puts one up and good. Ellie Kolbeck. 18-14. 9-0 run for the Otters. 4 minutes to play first half. Here come the Vikings. Stolen away. Ratz takes the ball. Otters across midcourt. Work it out. Driving. Tollefson. Kick it. Left side. Strum. Ratz inside. Polieski's going to be fouled in a push. It'll be the first foul called on Pelican Rapids here in the first half, and the momentum right now belongs to Fergus Falls. Foul will be called on Greta Tollefson. A push. It's her first, team's first.
And another good possession there for the Otters. Polieski seals off the inside, allows a good entry pass in, and she's going to get rewarded with 2 free throws. Not the basket, but she will get a chance to shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, she makes the first at the Mustang Seed free throw line. Second free throw is up and good. Polieski makes both. 20-14, and it is an 11-0 run for the Fergus Falls Otters. Last time that Pelican Rapids scored was right around the 12-minute mark here in this first half. Violation in the backcourt. Turnover, Pelican Rapids. Again, that momentum shift has happened here in Perham. We'll see if the Vikings can gather that back before halftime. 3:41 remains before halftime. Otters by 6. Inbounds Pearson. She'll work it out. Nas. Coach Korf fired up on the sideline, as you can see. Work the basketball to Kolbeck, top of the key. Kolbeck. Nas, top of the key. Right side, Kolbeck on the wing. Vikings will have a substitution in a moment from the Hive. Meanwhile, Nas has it right side. She'll fire it up top. Anna Anderson. Now Kolbeck goes away from the screen. Jumpers, silky smooth from Ellie Kolbeck. We're watching special play from a special player. 22-14, and we're going to get a timeout. Timeout on the court. We'll take it as well. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Fergus Falls 22, Pelican Rapids 14 on yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the Lynn Fours Agency, Foston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Monoman, LynnForsAgency.com. The Lynn Fours Agency, your insurance source.
We're back out of the timeout from Nick Prothero, Pioneer Seed. Nick Prothero, Pioneer Seed, and Ada. Looking forward to continuing this one, the Section 8AA Championship from Perham on YourLiveEvent.com. And it's the Fergus Falls Otters on a 13-0 run, leading now the largest lead in the first half at 8. The Vikings have been about scoreless now for 8 minutes. They look inside. Tollefson trying to end that, and she does. 22-16. They end the drought at 2:48 remains in that first half. Otters basketball. Fergus Falls. Nas works it in. Free throw line area. Ball is loose. She'll look it out. Swing it to Tori Ratz. Ratz out near the circle. Sets the offense. Colbeck. Share it up to Anna Anderson. Now back to Ratz. Pearson. Right side. Nas. Swing it left side to Colbeck. Control the pace. Colbeck swings it Pearson, right side Ratz. Otters taking their time. Out to Anna Anderson to Nas. Once again, Nas drives in from the honeycomb. Shot up. No good. Rebound comes down to Anna Stephenson. Here come the Vikings. They'll push, work it to the 7th grader, Korf. She'll run the show. Right side, Stephenson. Stephenson looks in. Now we'll bring it up top to Welch. Three-pointer for Ellie Welch. You betcha! That's a big three-pointer for the Vikings. Ellie Welch buries it. 22-19. Score comes with 1:42 to play in the first half. Needing to capture some of that momentum. How about a quick 5-0 run by the Vikings? Colbeck, 15 first half points. Great move. Big jumper just off the mark. Rebound comes down to Chloe Paulson. Pretty nifty crossover there by Ellie Colbeck. 1:20 to play before halftime. One possession ball game. Otters by 3. Inside Stephenson. She'll stand, look high. She's wanting to feed it in. She's looking. And now we'll bring it back up top of the key. Hand the basketball to Chloe Paulson. Now over to Tollefson on the right wing. Tollefson. Paulson. Right side basketball gets to Korf, and we've seen a couple of possessions now in a row where shot clock would come into factor here, right? But we don't have that thing, so we're not gonna worry about it. Welch goes to the baseline, wide open, finds the open gal. Paulson's shot no good. We're gonna get a foul call on a rebound.
Over the back.
Over the back is the call. Looks like they're gonna tag Stephenson. It's her first, team second on Pelican Rapids. So it'll be Otters basketball. 41 ticks of the clock before halftime. They could hold for the last shot if they so chose. Move it across midcourt. That's Ellie Colbeck. Colbeck firing in. Anna Anderson now left side. Colbeck. Colbeck gets a screen. Now fires it up top. Hand off to Strum. Back to Colbeck. Hesitation. Colbeck spinning. Splits the defense. Off the glass. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Polieski. Out. Nos for 3. No good. Check that. That was Strum. Excuse me. And then a rebound and a foul. A rebound by Greta Tollefson and a foul on the Otters. On the rebound chance, we'll get a push call, and it's Anna Anderson, her first, team's 6th. 6-2 the foul numbers in the first half. Not really a factor. 15 seconds to play, first half. 22-19, Otters by 3. Vikings going to push across midcourt, try to take the lead. They're on a 5-0 run as we see it Work it to Paulson, 8 seconds. 3-point look. It's on the way, and it's good! Hannah Stephenson buries it, tie game! 2 seconds, half-court shot. It's up, it's off the backboard, it's no good, and we go to halftime, and it's knotted up. The Otters were on an 8-0 run. They were on a 13-0 run. They had an 8-point lead. It was over 8 minutes scoreless for Pelican Rapids. A timeout, an 8-0 run for the Vikings. We are tied at 22 at halftime on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Your co-op in your community. Community Co-op. We'll come back to Perham with a halftime report on the way from the Linfors Agency next.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Jennifer Giesland with Hawley Tax Services would like to work with you on your individual income taxes. Hawley Tax Services can help you with your federal and state income taxes, as well as Minnesota property tax and rent refund. Jennifer Giesland at Hawley Tax Services can provide service for sole proprietors, daycares, and more. Call Hawley Tax Services 218-329-5048 or email Jennifer at hawleytaxservice.com. Hawley Tax Services would like to wish the best of luck to all of our Hawley Nugget teams and students.
Welcome to a caring community of older adults living safely in company with others. Welcome to Benedictine Living Community Ada, with the commitment to senior living that you've come to expect from Benedictine. As a member of the Benedictine organization, Benedictine Living Community Ada can offer personalized care to your loved ones while relying on the support and expertise of a larger network of professionals. We are proud of our community, and we are proud to serve you. We are Benedictine. Learn more at benedictineliving.org/together.
It looks like a tournament atmosphere a little bit here in Perham. Even though there's 250 people in the building, we're still having a little halftime fun. Some dancing in the Pelican Rapids student section as we welcome to the halftime report. Halftime being brought to you by the Linfors Agency in downtown Mahnomen, locations in Bagley, Clearbrook, and Foston as well. Linfors, your insurance source. 8AA girls basketball tournament championship game. We are knotted at 22 between the Pelican Rapids Vikings and the Fergus Falls Otters. It's been up and it's been down. We've seen swings here in this first half. Tied early at 2 and 4. A lead change at 5-4 when Pelican Rapids took their first lead of the game. They ran that lead to 5 points. 9:30 remained in the first half. It was 14-9. Vikings leading. Well, at that point, there was a nice little quiet spell. And I misspoke. It ended up being about 6 minutes scoreless in the first half as it goes. Ended to be about 6 minutes scoreless for the Vikings. During that stretch, Fergus Falls went on a 13-0 run. Timeout. And now what's this? We got some Otter parents dancing? My goodness. This is a tournament, in fact. I'm liking it. Anyways, we go back to our conversation about the game. 13-0 run, a timeout by the Vikings and Coach Korf. They go on an 8-0 run to the Vikings to tie the game at 22-all. And we're at the half. And we're dancing in March here in Perham at the Hive. And it's on yourliveevent.com. Feel free to dance along at home during our halftime show, presented to you by the Linfors Agency, your insurance source.
Rural life isn't for everyone, but those who know it and love it wouldn't have it any other way. As a farmer-owned cooperative, Ag Country Farm Credit Services supports rural communities in agriculture with reliable, consistent credit financial services, which helps farmers produce more affordable food and encourages long-term investments in rural communities. Ag Country Farm Credit Services, proud to support the communities where we live and work.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Many factors impact your ability to increase profits on the farm. Make sure your planter is an asset and not a liability. Some limiting factors in making the perfect planter pass are row maintenance, meter calibration, and downforce management. It will not cost you anything to have the conversation about identifying those limiting factors. Call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Looking to start your own business? How about needing to grow and expand your current business? Then there's no better place than Norman County. Contact the Norman County EDA for information, grants, and incentives available when you expand, relocate, or start a new business in Norman County. The Norman County EDA has provided $740,000 to Norman County businesses in CARES Act retention grants. There may be additional dollars available to you through the Norman County EDA Small Business Loan Fund. For applications or to find out what Norman County offers your business, visit with the Norman County EDA. Go online, discovernormancounty.com.
It's the Linfors Agency halftime report. Linfors, your insurance source. Halftime of the Section 8AA Girls Basketball Championship from Pregame in the Hive. Festive atmosphere, 22-all in front of 250 fans here tonight following all the CDC COVID-19 guidelines. We've got you covered on yourliveevent.com. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for the fine folks here at Pregame for helping make our coverage possible, as well as far as the setup, the allowance of the proper connections, things of that nature. Thank you, Pregame High School. Great appreciation there, and thanks to all of our sponsors for making our coverage possible. First half statistics here as we break it down for you from our friends at Christian Motors and Christian Brothers Auto Group as well. First half for the Otters of Fergus Falls, 15 from Ellie Kolbeck. That matches her total she had against Hawley on Tuesday night in the semifinals. 3 in the first half for Tori Ratz, 4 for Hannah Polieski. The Otters are 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 15 rebounds, 3 turnovers in the first half. Ainsley Hansen off the bench does have 2 fouls, otherwise nobody else in foul trouble in the first half. Pelican Rapids at halftime, 9 from Greta Tollefson. She averages 18, so she's right there on pace for her season average. Anna Stephenson, 7 at the end of the first half, right on pace for her season average of 14. 2 for Allie Hybe, 3 for Ellie Welch, and 1 for Chloe Paulson. The Pelican Rapids Vikings, 3 of 6 from the line, 13 rebounds and 6 turnovers in the first half. Nobody in foul trouble. They only had 2 fouls in the first half for Pelican Rapids. Second half of basketball in the 8AA championship on the way. Our halftime statistics from Christian Brothers Auto Group, Christian Brothers of course, Christian Cars Online, and the Linfors Agency halftime report here on yourliveevent.com. The Otters of Fergus Falls, the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Second half of basketball in the Section 8AA Championship coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
The Seed Specialists, they're the guys at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen. Contact Mitch or Tyler today, 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa. They have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. And Select Ag offers crop protection as well. Contact Select Ag today, 218-936-4026. Mitch and Tyler, your seed specialists at Select Ag in Mahnomen.
Dreaming of waking up to a view of the lake?
Let First National Bank make your new home a reality.
Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing,
you can count on personalized attention from our home loan experts.
Budget-friendly, local decisions.
Plus, we offer a variety of mortgage products designed to meet your every need.
We are First National Bank of Henning, Otter Tail, and Battle Lake, making your dreams come true, one home loan at a time.
Let's get to second half basketball in the 8AA Girls Basketball Championship game. Fergus Falls was on a 13-0 run, and then a timeout, and then Pelican Rapids came on an 8-0 run, and we are tied at 22 as we get to the second half. Joe Stetz joining me, Kevin Kochman with the broadcast, executive producer Mark Forseth on site tonight in Pregame as well with yourliveevent.com. And Joe, we talked about it, just kind of how the game's been unfolding, and both coaches know what the keys to success will be for their team, and both teams are certainly doing that at times here tonight, which has been key, talking about outside shooting. It was quiet for the Vikings early, but they got it late.
They got it late, and it helped to Welch and helped to Stephenson to to get into that 8-0 run, to help cut the lead down and get it to a tie ball game where it's just like the first half. Except now, if you win this half, you can win it all here in the Section 8AA. But that's exactly what the Vikings needed. They needed to, play their defense. They needed to get that outside shooting going for the Vikings.
Yep, and for the Fergus Falls Otters, talk about defense, and they were playing a good brand of defense there for a little bit. Big spark was when Paige Pearson came back. She was out for a little bit with that injury. Went down with it, kind of landed awkwardly, grabbed her ankle. She came back in the ball game, sparking that 13-0 run. Defense was a big factor.
And you see right away when she got inserted back in the ballgame, her first possession, she gets in, she clears the defensive glass, she gets on the offensive end, she picks up a rebound from Colbeck and gets her team another chance, which eventually, I think if I remember, they shot a three and hit it in that possession, which is a huge second chance points opportunity, and it's what you need, and exactly a key to the game was getting her back into the ballgame.
The Vikings will go right to left to start the second half. Girls basketball, the 8AA championship is underway, knotted up at 22. Left side, both teams start the same way they did the first time, and see a travel for the Vikings right out of the gates. Anna Stephenson along the baseline. So Paulson, Korf, Stephenson, Tollefson, Hybe on the floor for the Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Otters, Colbeck, Strum, Ratz, Polieski, Pearson. Colbeck brings it across. The Otters in the maroon going left to right. Strum works it around the perimeter. Pearson back to Colbeck, left side. Colbeck finds Pearson. She'll split the D. She'll lay it in. A push. Three-point play chance for Paige Pearson. Headed to the line.
And immediately out of the halftime report, we talked about it coming into it. She's got to have the big key second half for the Otters to gain the lead and to build onto it. She was a huge part of the reason why they were able to dig themselves back out early in that first half.
She hits the free throw. 25-22, the Otters regain the lead, 17:30 to play in this championship of Section 8AA girls basketball. Inside, Tollefson with 2 fouls, spins, works it out, finds Paulson. Left side passing to Hybe. Outside the arc, Hybe gonna find Korf. Korf will pump, she'll work it right side to Greta Tollefson. She answers for 3.
The Otters get the original three-point opportunity, the N1 bucket underneath. The Vikings get the quick three-point play. A nice three-point wing shot there by Tollefson.
Getting the outside shooting going, and here comes Colbeck. The Otters left side, finding Strum, back to Colbeck. She'll cross, great move. Jumper just short. Rebound, and a go for it here. Stephenson eventually gains control. Viking basketball. Stephenson takes a great angle at the basket. Lost the handle on it. Turnover. Colbeck takes it away along the baseline. Good defense by the Otters. Colbeck up the floor. She'll look to move it. Finds Strum. Now hands it to Tori Ratz, left side. This is Pearson. Outside the arc, going to Colbeck. Ellie Colbeck dribbling with the right hand. Colbeck, right side. She'll find Tori Ratz. Ratz, Pearson, Colbeck. Three-pointer, steps back, hits it. Ellie Colbeck for 3. She's got 18. 28-25. Otters by 3 in the Section 8AA championship. Vikings, left side, sharing the ball around the perimeter to Hybe. Hybe, Tollefson, great pass inside to Stephenson, draws a foul. Shot does not go. 2 shots, heading to the free throw line. Foul will be on, I do believe, Strum. Logan Strum with her first, team's first in the second half for the Otters of Fergus Falls. To the Mustang Seed free throw line, where Anna Stephenson makes, she's now 3 for 3 at the line this evening. Got to make the freebies in a championship game. Misses this one. Rebound comes down to Paige Pearson, her 6th rebound of the game. Colbeck crosses midcourt for the Otters. Right hand dribble, crossing over again at the circle. Now sharing to Paige Pearson, right side. She gets it to Logan Strum. Strum up top. This is Ratz for 3. It's no good. Bouncing around, both the rebound and the bodies. Chloe Paulson grabs the board up the floor. Here's Stephenson. She'll hand it off. Ball to Morgan Korf. Stepping back, Korf. 3-point look here. Tollefson shot no good. Rebound is down, and Anna Polieski gonna grab it for the Otters. Colbeck brings it across. Ellie Colbeck, it's a great screen. Finds space, hits it. Ellie Colbeck, 20 in the game. 30-25, the lead is 5 for the Otters. 26, apologize, 30-26. Right side, Stephenson She'll share it to Tollefson. Pull up, jump shot inside. Greta Tollefson for 2 more. 30-28. Exchanging baskets up and down the floor. Colbeck crosses over, picks up a nice screen. Colbeck between the leg dribble. Good pass to the baseline. Paige Pearson, jumper, no. Rebound, bouncing, jumping on top of it is Hybe. And a travel will be called. So they get the rebound but lost the balance. Travel is called, and it'll stay with the Fergus Falls Otters. 14:39 to play in the game. Section 8 AA championship. And it's the Otters right now by 2, 30-28. Their basketball. They'll inbound from the baseline. Colbeck passing. Sharing here to Pearson. Baseline. Pearson shot no good. Had a great look at the basket. No good. Welch grabs the board for the Vikings. And here comes Pelican Rapids. Morgan Korf averaging 6 points a game. She's scoreless thus far. She'll find Greta Tollefson spinning. And she's battling with Paige Pearson. Tied up for the basketball. A jump ball from the comb. And the ball should be Fergus Falls' possession, and it is. So the scrum for the basketball. Good to see the kids getting after it on the floor with that loose ball. Leaving it on the floor tonight here in Perham. Otters ball and a 2-point lead against the defending 8 AA champion Pelican Rapids Vikings. Colbeck, Rats. Fire it here to Polieski. Polieski to Colbeck, driving baseline. Colbeck swings it out to Rats. Rats couldn't hang on to it. Turnover, Otters. The 4th turnover of the game for Fergus Falls. Meanwhile, Pelican Rapids, 10 turnovers thus far tonight.
And with the wide margin between the turnovers, it's one thing to think that the Vikings are only 2 points down here as we're into the second half. You know, that number usually deters into, 6 or 7 point deficit where the Vikings are facing. They're only down 2, and with chances to still be in this ball game to take the lead and extend and get a lead.
Tollefson goes to the baseline, now in and out. She'll find Paulson. Otters fans making some noise here in Perham. Tollefson, free throw line, steps back, finds Paulson for 3. It's no good. Rebound. Stephenson lost a handle on the poke by the defense. Tied up again. Ball stays with Pelican Rapids. Stephenson, that was a big rebound, but then defensively to poke. Some quick hands out there for the Otters, too. It's living up to be a championship game.
Yes, it is.
Don't care what side you're on. It's living up to be a championship game. See a substitution as Strum checks out. Into the ball game, Emily Noss. Spin move, fancy. Greta Tollefson for 2. Tie game. 30-30. We are tied up at 30. 13-14 remains as Colbeck swings it inside. Polieski out to Rats for 3. You betcha. Tori Rats, her second deep ball and a timeout. 33-30. On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, the Otters by 3 with just over 13 minutes to play in the 8 AA championship game. You're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead, wish all the area teams the best of luck. Cleveguard Apartments, with locations and apartment complexes in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. Also with self-storage and commercial rental space in Ada. Cleveguard Apartments. Call Mark at 701-866-7794. Best of luck to all the area teams from Mark and Geraldine at Cleveguard Apartments, with locations in Ada, Fargo, and Halstead. 701-866-7794.
Well, thanks for joining us on yourliveevent.com, wherever you are, whoever you're cheering for. Thank you. We appreciate you joining us tonight from Perham and the Hive. Yourliveevent.com. Kevin Kochman, Joseph Stetz, Mark Forseth tonight as we bring you the coverage of the 8 AA Championship, watching Pelican Rapids after just falling behind by 3 and a 5-second call. Coach Korf is fired up in the bright orange shirt along the Viking sideline. That's a familiar sight, ahead or behind in a game.
He is a fired-up head coach, and he likes to show emotion as a head coach.
Gets the kids to play for him.
Yes, he does.
Pelican Rapids back defensive. The Otters with a 3-point lead. Fergus Falls trying to get a victory here today and move on to the state tournament. Pelican Rapids defending their 8AA title. Left side, Tori Ratz. Outside the arc for the Otters. She's got 3 deep balls tonight. Coming off a 15-point performance against Hawley on Tuesday. She finds Ellie Kolbeck, who's got 20 tonight. A very decorated junior for the Otters. Coach Korf said it. Kolbeck, one of the best girls basketball players in the state of Minnesota. Ratz right side, looking for a screen. She'll get it to Kolbeck. Both teams just fine playing slow down tempo ball. Kolbeck to the basket, lays it in for 2. 35-30. Splits the defense, 11:55 remains, Otters by 5. Here come the Vikings. Pelican Rapids, Greta Tollefson. Tollefson. Up top to Korf. Korf. Right side, hands it off. This is Chloe Paulson. Great defense by the Otters right now. Noss is playing solid defense. Coach Strand even drops a big right foot hammer there. Paulson open for 3 for the Vikings. They found a space and she hits it. It's a long 2. It's a long 2. Talk about that big first step she takes. She stepped on the line. Paulson hits the deuce. Something, Joe, you saw in the warm-ups. Not that maybe that was the reasoning, but she has that big wind-up when it comes to her shot. Big lead step, and she steps on. It's a 2, not a 3.
I had a lot of insider information on that.
How about Kolbeck? She'll answer, in and out for 3. Rebound comes down to Greta Tollefson. Here come the Vikings. 1-possession game, 10:55 to play in the 8AA championship. Paulson, right side, Korf to the basket. Nope, she pulls it back out. Korf gets a screen. Pull up from the block. Shot may have been deflected there by Kolbeck. Out of bounds, and the Vikings the last to touch it. So it'll be a substitution here as we see Polieski check out. Anna Anderson in for the Otters. The Vikings going to have a sub. We'll see Sophia Paulson in, and Morgan Korf checks out. Otters will inbound. Coach Strand said in the pregame show, he talked about Morgan Korf, a 7th grader. He said, she's good. That's a quote. And then he said, coach's kid, right? She's just not rattled. And Strand would know, coaching his daughters. Now also, some of his girls are getting into the coaching. Pretty neat stuff to see that. Coach Korf has done the same thing. Here's a long shot, no good by Anna Anderson, and a big rebound by Greta Tollefson. Unique opportunity to coach your kids, and you hope they do well, that's for sure. Here's Paulson jumper, off the mark, no good. Sophia check that, excuse me, wrong side. That's a rebound by Emily Noss. Noss up the floor, work the basketball to Ratz. She'll spin back out. Ratz shares the ball to Anna Anderson, now back up top, Noss. Bottleneck there by the Otters outside, running their offense. Hannah Anderson has some space, will decide to hold back. Paige Pearson to Ellie Kolbeck. She'll launch a 3. She needed just a little gap. She hits, she misses it. Noss gets a rebound, puts it back. It's no good. Rebound goes out to Pearson. Right place at the right time. Shot off the glass, no good. Rebound Anna Anderson, and the putback goes. That is a big possession for the Otters.
It's huge for the Otters. It's a big momentum builder, but it's depleting for the Vikings because you need to clear the boards. If you want to have a chance, you got to clear the boards.
Stephenson shot no good. Anna Anderson gets it. Key to rebounding in the ball game. That was something that Coach Korf mentioned in pregame, and right now the Otters have that advantage. At least in the last 3 possessions, it's been huge. Here's Anderson for 3. Bang! Anderson hits the triple. 40-32, timeout, Pelican Rapids. 9 minutes to play in the game. The Otters have an 8-point advantage on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, the Section 8AA Championship on YourLiveEvent.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
West Main Pizza Ada welcomes you with the return of indoor seating and dining. West Main Pizza is now providing waiter staff. They'll now be serving you at your table. Dine in. Enjoy the new menu items at West Main Pizza. Breadsticks, salads, wraps, subs, paninis, pasta, calzones, sweet treats, pizzas, and more. Takeout, curbside, and delivery service continues to be offered from West Main Pizza. They welcome you to come enjoy indoor dining.
We're back here on YourLiveEvent.com, the Section 8AA Girls Basketball Championship game. A rematch of last year. Fergus Falls has an 8-point advantage over the Pelican Rapids Vikings as we see it. Last year in the 8AA Championship game, the Pelican Rapids Vikings were victorious on a last-second shot. The Otters trying to avoid that scenario here this season. They're also trying to find themselves to the title. Meanwhile, the Vikings trying to defend, and they need to find a spark again, down 8 with 8:37 to play. Otters 40, Vikings 32. Right side passing. It's Korf off the bench from the timeout taken by the Vikings. Korf is fouled, lost the handle, but is fouled coming on the backside by Fergus Falls. The foul on Emily Noss. Noss tagged with her team's second half. 8:25 to play. Vikings will inbound down 8. We had a tie at 30. And the Otters have now an 8-point advantage, 40-32. Korf, left side, Stephenson. You betcha! Anna Stephenson for 3. She got 11 tonight. 40-35. 8:06 to go. Three-pointer for Colbeck. Does she answer? And no, it's no good. Rebound Stephenson. That's number 8 for Anna Stephenson. Vikings basketball coming across midcourt. Korf, left side. This is Paulson finding the corner. Hybe. Now great pass inside. A foul is called. Going for Greta Tollefson. And Colbeck was trailing. Colbeck going to be called with a foul. She swatted at the basketball trying for the block. First personal and Ellie Colbeck, team's third. Free throws now for the Vikings. Pelican Rapids heads to the line. They were 3 of 6 in the first half. And now here, Greta Tollefson misses the first. They are 1 of 3 in the second half. Sub coming in. Sophia Paulson enters for Morgan Korf on a sub for the Vikings. So it's Greta Tollefson at the line. Free throw up, good. So Greta makes 1 of 2. 40-36, Otters by 4. 7:45 to play. Colbeck with the basketball. She'll pop off a screen. Right side, Rats. Tori Rats for 3. It bounces around. It's no good. Big rebound by Anna Anderson. Out to Colbeck for 3. Oh, yes! Ellie Colbeck for 3. 25 tonight for Colbeck. 43-36. The Otters with the advantage. Viking basketball. Chloe Paulson. She'll share it with Greta Tollefson. Tollefson on the right wing. She's looking for a screen, and now, but he's just kind of bottling up in a man-to-man defense. Left side, Tollefson dribbles. Otters faithful, making noise, and a 5-second violation. This has happened a couple of times tonight, Joe, as we bring in Joe Stetz. That's defense right there.
That's great defense on the Otters' part. That's great team defense. Man-to-man is something that you choose to do, and the Otters are doing that very well. Not only getting the 2 5-second guarding calls,
right,
but getting the 2 out-of-bounds 5-second inbound calls.
Also big. Ellie Colbeck with the ball, finds it inside. This is Paige Pearson. She drives it up. Good defense by the Vikings. No foul called. Heidi grabs the rebound. Viking basketball. 6:42 to play. Otters 43, Vikings 36. YourLiveEvent.com and the 8AA Championship. Thanks for tuning in. Having fun at the Hive in Perm tonight. Chloe Paulson looks inside. Ball is tipped. Take it away. Steal by the Otters. Turnover number 7 in the second half on the Vikings, and a foul called on Pelican Rapids in the backcourt.
Allie Hybe was the one that's going to pick up the foul that time for the Vikings in the backcourt.
Her first, team second in the second half.
Trying to go for the jump ball after the rebound, and just got a little aggressive and picks up a foul for the Vikings, we'll say.
Otters 43, Vikings 36, and Fergus Falls with the basketball. Otter ball. Kolbeck. Left side. 3-point look for Rats, but I get a foul called before the shot. Foul before the shot. A push is the call, and it'll be the Otters offensive. Foul on Logan Strummer, second. Team's fourth. And with that, turn over the possession. 13 turnovers for the Vikings, just 5 for the Otters in the game. And now we're starting to see where the turnover battle has been adding up here, and it shows on the scoreboard just a little bit. Viking basketball. Tollefson from the free throw line, kick it left side. It's Korf, a big shot for the 7th grader. Bang! A triple for Morgan Korf, her first points of the game. 43-39.
And it couldn't have come at a bigger time for the Vikings.
Look at the defense. Paulson locked up Kolbeck, but the Otters there get the ball back. Strum has it on the right wing, shares it up top to Anderson. Anderson hesitates, now drives it out, gets some separation. Anderson finding Pearson, drives in. Oh, a little bit too much. Greta Tollefson grabs a rebound up the floor. Vikings basketball down 4. Korf, top of the key. Defense tightening up a little bit.
And you got to say, as a 7th grader, how composed, how calm she is in the situation. Maybe that is through the fact that, like Brad Tran said, coach's kid does not get rattled. But it's surprising to see a 7th grader doing so well.
Deep three. Wow! Greta Tollefson buries the triple from way beyond the arc. 43-42. It's a 1-point Otter lead. Just under 5 minutes to go.
And both of their runs to get back after being down by big deficits have helped the Vikings by getting that outside shot, the 3-ball to be working. And that time, that was NBA range 3 that time from Tollefson.
Deep shot. Ellie Kolbeck with the ball for the Otters. Top of the key, she'll work it to Anderson. Right side, it's Rats. Rats back out. Share the basketball. Kolbeck nearly got it from Pearson. Pearson trying to get the ball to Kolbeck, who has been guarded like butter on bread by Chloe Paulson. She's got one job. Don't let Kolbeck get the ball. As you can see her out there. With the basketball, it's Rats. Otters taking their time in this possession. The score reads Otters 43, Vikings 42. Just a year ago, the Vikings defeated the Otters 43-41 in the championship game on a Maddie Guler 3-pointer at the buzzer. Or long 2. Again, doesn't matter. It was enough for the win. Otters 3. Anderson, she tries to follow it, knew it off the fingertips. It appeared that it was not going in. It goes out. And it'll be Viking basketball. Just under 4 minutes to play. If you're not entertained yet, hang tight. 3:54 to go. A battle tonight in Perham. 8AA Girls Basketball Championship Night on YourLiveEvent.com, and it's living up to all we expected. Vikings inbounding. Otters putting on full court pressure. Korf will break that pressure across midcourt. We've said she's a 7th grader. And she dribbles. Right side, firing it to Greta Tollefson, who spins in the paint. She's not a 7th grader. She scores! And the Vikings have the lead.
No, she is opposite of a 7th grader. But again, what a great move. And the best part of that move was the footwork underneath to get herself the free look on the right side after she baited going to her left.
Polieski, right side, Rats, and the Vikings lead it by 1, 44-43, 3:15 to play. Rats to Pearson. Pearson, left side to Rats, and I cannot tell you how good of a job that Chloe Paulson is playing defending Ellie Kolbeck right now. Left side with the basketball, Paige Pearson. Pearson free throw. Jumper no good. Rebound, bounces around, coming away with it, a big rebound by Noss. And here comes Kolbeck. First time she's touched the ball in 2 possessions. Long 2 for Kolbeck. Shot misses. Going for the rebound. They're going to get Paulson reaching over. Paige Pearson, excuse me. That's what I meant to say. Her second, team's 5th. Vikings by 1. 2:45 to go. Vikings by 1, 44-43.
And like we said earlier in the second half, all momentum was on Fergus. It's now flipped over as Pelicans made a great run to get themselves back in and up by 1. Let's see if they can add to it here in this possession.
Right side, Stephenson in. This is a big play by Tollefson. Her spin move, no. And a foul is called, and she'll go to the Mustang Seed free throw line.
Again, you have to look at the footwork that she
really nice.
Creates down there to get space, to get into spots, to get a shot up like that. You know, she was double teamed. She got the spin move to split in between them and to try and get a shot up. Even though it didn't go in, she gets the opportunity to go to the line to shoot 2. And then she makes the first.
23 for Greta Tollefson. She makes the first. Foul was called on Hannah Polieski. Her second. Both free throws good for Greta Tollefson. And it is 46-43. Vikings by 3. 2:25 to play in the ball game. Up the floor. Otters basketball driving in. This is Noss. Lost it. Turnover. Turnover number 6 in the game. Here's Morgan Korf. Pelican Rapids basketball. She just gets by Emily Noss right there. Work the basketball to Stephenson. Skip pass left side to Chloe Paulson. Paulson back up top to Korf at the circle. Korf is going over and back. No, they say it was touched. They say it was touched by the Otters. A break for the Vikings. Tollefson with the basketball. All of a sudden, the gym just got really tense. You can sort of feel it inside the Hive tonight. Here's a jumper. Tollefson off the glass. It's no good. Ball is tipped. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay. Pelican Rapids Vikings basketball.
And again, right there, size does affect that one. The Otters able to clear a lot and gain a lot more offensive rebounds. Right there, it cost them a defensive rebound by letting it tip out of bounds and giving the Vikings an extra possession with the lead.
A spin move, Tollefson, guarded tightly by Pearson. Ball is tipped. It goes out to Welch. Ellie Welch with the basketball. She'll work it. The Otters defending. Greta Tollefson with the basketball. Otters, 6 fouls. 1 more will give the Vikings the basketball at the free throw line. Tollefson looks to spin. We'll get a foul call. This is going to be on Paige Pearson. Minute 17 to play. Vikings by 3. 1-1 coming for Greta Tollefson. Paige Pearson hit with her 3rd personal. Team's 7th as mentioned.
And right now for the Vikings, who better to have at the line than the captain of the team, Greta Tollefson, to send to try and add to the lead.
Free throw, good. Greta Tollefson at the Mustang seat. Free throw line hits it. She is a high-performance player here this evening from Performance Ag. West of Borup getting ready for the spring planting. Performance Ag, high-performance player, and Tollefson hits them both. Wow, Greta Tollefson. Holy cats and holy cow. 48-43 Vikings by 5 with 1:12 to play. Ellie Kolbeck for 3. You betcha! An answer from Kolbeck at a timeout. 2-point ball game. 48-46. 1:05 to go in the 8AA Girls Basketball Championship. You're watching it on yourliveevent.com.
Anxious about your retirement funds? We don't blame you. At Bighorn Financial Services, we can help you build confidence within your retirement planning process by offering the ability to not only invest, but protect the money you've worked so hard to put away for the future. If your goal is to grow retirement assets without the risk of losing money in the long term, now is the time to call. Learn how to grow and protect your retirement with the help of Bighorn Financial Services. Call me, Kurt Fillion, at 218-689-6880 to set your appointment soon. Securities offered through FPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Christian Motors. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer. They're located on Highway 32 North in Fertile. Christian Motors features a quality line of cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and they've got the best prices around. You can stop by the lot or you can check out the selection online at christianmotors.com. And don't forget about Christian Motors Service Department. Christian Motors, proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer on Highway 32 North in Fertile.
The 250 people that are in the building tonight at the Hive in the 8AA Championship are standing. And it's a 2-point ball game. In a rematch of last year's Pelican Rapids 8AA title, the Otters of Fergus Falls down by 2. Pelican Rapids 2-point lead, trying to defend their title, and the inbounds a foul. They're going to call Tori Ratz holding. As Greta Tollefson was trying to get some space separation, and they're going to tag Tori Ratz. That is Ratz's first personal, team's 8th. I mentioned Ratz, that's actually her second, team's 8th. And to the free throw line, shooting a 1-and-1, Greta Tollefson, who's made 5 consecutive free throws after missing her first 3 tonight.
And you got to give Greta Tollefson at least a Oscar nomination, I think is the right word for the Film Academy. She really, I don't know if it was, from the angle we had, we only saw the cell job she had, but hey, she got the call.
26 points for Tollefson, make it 27. She's made now 6 consecutive free throws. We'll see a sub as coming in. Hannah Polieski for the Otters. Exiting will be 20, Ainsley Hansen. Minute 5 to play. Vikings by 3, trying to make a 2-possession game at the line. Greta Tollefson. She hits 7 in a row. 50, 46, 1:02 to play. Left side out. Strum for 3, no good. She was short on a lot of threes earlier tonight, and this time she's a little long. And it'll be Viking basketball. Most certainly you'll see a foul, if not early in the possession, as soon as they cross midcourt.
And now, the one thing we got to watch is the chess match. With under a minute to play, it's who's coming in, who's coming
Shuffles,
out. It's going to be
yep.
just line shift after line shift. It's going to look like hockey a little bit.
It just might. Inbounding, Tollefson. She's going to want the basketball. Ainsley Hansen going to foul, and Tollefson will go to the free throw line.
And right there for the Otters, it's a judgment call. If the Vikings break the press there, like Greta Tollefson did on the right side, you almost got to immediately foul to save as much time and preserve it for your offensive chances. But you try and get the trap defense to get a turnover. So, you let it play out a little bit.
Missed free throw. Rebound by the Vikings. Hybe with a big rebound out there. Check that, Stephenson, excuse me. And now we'll get a foul.
Colbeck will pick it up, and it'll send Tollefson back to the line.
Second foul on Ellie Colbeck. So it is double bonus now. And for Fergus Falls, you got to hope that Tollefson misses. Free throw up, good, she makes it. Greta Tollefson says, I'll put that one through. As we see more substitutions, as mentioned, Anna Anderson in for Ainsley Hansen at the free throw line. We'll see Greta Tollefson. She makes them both. Greta, 52-46, a 6-point Viking lead. 37 seconds to play. Colbeck looking for a screen, will get it, will not be able to get a shot off, needs to pass. They need to get a shot, 30 seconds. Driving Noss, she'll kick it out. Back here, three-pointer, Anna Anderson, just off the mark. Vikings rebound, Stephenson, she'll work it. That's number 10 on the night, Stephenson a double-double. Otters with a steal in the backcourt. Colbeck for 3, it's off the mark. Rebound, Morgan Korf. And a foul, no, a timeout. A timeout called by Coach Korf with 9 seconds to play, and the Vikings by 6. 52-46, Pelican Rapids. 9.7 away from a repeat 8AA championship. We're back after this on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Will Meeks from Community Co-op's Energy Solutions team. Sherwood, Rocky, and myself will deliver customer service and energy solutions to your farm or business operation. I am in your area making calls and looking forward to seeing you soon. Community Co-op's Energy Solutions will meet with you at your location, virtually or on the phone. Contact us at 1-888-935-2281 and hear how we can help you with energy solutions from Community Co-ops.
Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard sees the Pelican Rapids Vikings with a 6-point lead over the Fergus Falls Otters. Otters have held leads of 8 points a couple of times in this ball game. But since the 9-minute mark of this second half, the Pelican Rapids Vikings have outscored the Fergus Falls Otters 20-6. Nope. Yes, 20-6. And the Vikings are trying to repeat as section champs. They will inbound the basketball. With 9 seconds to play, they need to foul. And they won't. Coming across midcourt, Tollefson at midcourt with the basketball, holding it. That's it! Let the celebration begin in Pelican Rapids. It is repeat time for the Vikings. Section 8AA girls basketball champions, 52-46 over the Fergus Falls Otters.
They took a pause there. They're going to get together and do a little jump circle, and they took half the team down. The students section did.
Hard to beat that. The Vikings, 52, the Otters, 46. This Section 8AA championship heads back to Pelican Rapids on YourLiveEvent.com.
The unknown consumes so much of our lives. That's why Concordia College in Moorhead, Minnesota is committed to providing clarity. We recognize that comparing colleges, especially the price, can be confusing. Concordia has always been a place where students of all economic backgrounds find success. And for next fall, we are reducing tuition by more than $15,000 so that any student who can imagine themselves at Concordia can be a Cobber. Now's the time to take a look at Concordia College, Moorhead, Minnesota. ConcordiaNow.com.
Work has begun to replace Line 3 near your community, and keeping everyone safe is our top priority. We have established robust COVID-19 safety rules for our workers, and when they're not at work on our project, they're advised to follow local health guidelines because we all want everyone home safe. For more information, visit enbridge.com/line3us.
We bring you back to the Hive, yourliveevent.com. Kevin Koopman, Joseph Stetz, Mark Forseth with you tonight. As we begin the post-game report from Home Crown Realty, let's let the public address announcer here at Perham congratulate the Pelican Rapids Vikings on their section championship for Section 8AA.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out tonight. We do request that you would please travel home safely.
Hard to beat the emotions of March, am I right? Pelican Rapids Vikings fans able to celebrate and get their opportunity at some photos. Let's fire up the post-game report here today. The post-game report is brought to you here by Home Crown Realty. HomeCrownRealty.com, licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota. Home Crown Realty bringing you the post-game report tonight. And it follows the Pelican Rapids Vikings pulling off a victory. The final score 52-46. The Vikings over the Otters. As we talked about in the ball game, a 22-all halftime score. It was the Fergus Falls Otters up by 8 on a 13-0 run with the 6-minute scoreless streak for the Vikings. They would come back and go on an 8-0 run of their own and tied up at 22 at halftime. Vikings trailed by 5 early in the second half. Tie ball game at 30. The Otters would take a lead up to 8 points. But really, since about the 9-minute mark of the second half, it was a 20-6 run. Pelican Rapids defeating Fergus Falls, and the Vikings advancing to state for the second year in a row, repeating as Section 8AA champions. You saw it here tonight on yourliveevent.com. We'll talk more about statistics and break it down a little bit for you, but it was, no doubt about it, the Greta Tollefson second half. 21 points to lead the Pelican Rapids Vikings to victory. 30 in the game for Tollefson. And tough to see on the other end, an effort of Ellie Kolbeck scoring 28, but just not enough from the surrounding cast tonight of the Otters. As far as the scoring was concerned, they certainly provided a lot during the ball game, but just not enough in the end, as it goes the way of the Pelican Rapids Vikings for the second consecutive season. The Vikings are 8AA girls basketball champions. Caught it here tonight on yourliveevent.com. We certainly look forward to bringing you more in the post-game report from Home Crown Realty, HomeCrownRealty.com. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We're going to try to grab some, maybe a coach or a couple players to come up and join us, so stick around for more post-game reaction from the Hive in Perham.
Dreaming of waking up to a view of the lake? At First National Bank, we can make your new home a reality. Our home loan experts will provide you with personalized attention, whether you're building, buying, or refinancing. We are your Lake Country's home loan experts. We'll guide you through the process, from pre-qualifying to closing. Plus, we offer a variety of mortgage options designed to meet your every need, saving you time and money. First National Bank of Henning, Otter Tail, and Battle Lake.
Franson Bank and Trust is proud to serve the families, farms, and businesses of the Red River Valley. I'm Greg Slaughton, president of the Franson Bank in Ada. We're a Farmer Mac lender with competitive rates on equipment, land financing, and operating lines. With Franson's online and mobile banking, you can access your accounts and make deposits from anywhere, even from the cab of your tractor. Call Danielle or me and see how we can help you get 2021 off to a great start. 218-784-7124 or make an appointment online at fransonbank.com. Member FDIC.
The Holly JCs is all about giving back to their community. They are a part of many community events such as the Night to Unite, the Fall Stag, the Holly Rodeo, the Holes for Heroes Ice Fishing Tournament, and the Sandboxville. Since 2016, the Holly JCs has given nearly $60,000 in donations. To keep the support going, they need new members. Join the team and have fun at the Holly JCs. Find them on Facebook.
You're looking live at the Home Crown Realty postgame report on yourliveevent.com. The Pelican Rapids Vikings, your Section 8AA champions, defeating the Fergus Falls Otters 52-46 here in the postgame report from Home Crown Realty, homecrownrealty.com. We talked about the game summary. That's been brought to you by the Benedictine Living Community and Care Community on the campus of the Benedictine Living Community of Ada. And in our summary, we mentioned and brought up the fact that 22 all at halftime, second half, a 5-point lead for the Otters, a tie at 30, an 8-point lead by the Otters. The final 9 minutes of the game, the Vikings took the lead for good with 3:24 to play and went on a 20-6 run over the last 9 minutes of the game to repeat as Section 8AA girls basketball champions. And we had it for you tonight on yourliveevent.com, the game summary from the Benedictine Care Community and Mission Court on the campus of the Benedictine Living Community of Ada. Let's talk about the RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com, 701-636-2119. And RDK Enterprises, of course, Hillsborough and Drayton. Precision planting, ready for you. Looking forward to serving you during the growing season, helping you with your planters, making it all happen at RDK Enterprises, Hillsborough and Drayton. Precision Player of the Game. And I go with Ellie Colbeck here in this case from the 28 points, 5 boards. And Ellie made shots and did things that only Ellie Colbeck can do on the floor. She gave Fergus Falls the big sparks when they needed it, just not at the end when they couldn't get the shot. That's a lot to a credit to a gal we'll talk about a little bit later on. RDK Enterprises with our Precision Player of the Game here tonight. We also want to name our Super Sub of the game from Subway in Ada. Eat fresh. Dine in or take out at Subway Ada while you're in Subway in Ada. While you're driving through town on Highway 9, stop at Subway in Ada. Say hi to Mark Podacek and the crew. Subway Ada, ready for you to make things happen. Of course, they also can do some catering for you. Subway Ada, eat fresh. They bring you our Super Sub of the Game presentation. And Ellie Welch will be our Super Sub here tonight with 3 points and a couple of rebounds. But Ellie Welch made a great effort here tonight. I thought just a solid showing off the bench here tonight for the Vikings. And Welch with the 3 points, a couple of rebounds, and a lot of effort defensively. She was given a lot of work in the post. Ellie Welch will be our Super Sub of the Game from Subway in Ada, Highway 9. Eat fresh. Take a break here on the post-game report. Our post-game report is brought to you by Home Crown Realty, homecrownrealty.com. Stick around. We have more from Perham after this.
Heart of Lakes Meats is a proud supporter of the Heart of Lakes Conference. Thanks to all Heart of Lakes school districts, coaches, and student athletes for their hard work and adaptability through this winter season. The future looks brighter knowing we can face challenges together. The best way out is always through, and we believe we will come out of these challenges strong. Heart of Lakes Meats is a USDA-inspected meat processing plant located in Pelican Rapids. We support our local farmers and community any way we can. Good luck to all Heart of Lakes Conference teams from Heart of Lakes Meats in Pelican Rapids.
We are part of so many great communities across North Dakota, from small farm towns to big cities. One thing is for sure, we are proud to be part of your community. Hello, this is Dustin with Irie Insurance, and I am proud to work for Irie Insurance because we give back to our communities in so many ways, like United Way School Drive, the North Dakota Corn Growers Association, our local schools, and youth sports. So thank you for letting us be a part of your community and help protect it. To see some of our community efforts up and down the valley, go to IrieInsurance.com.
A live look on the Home Crown Realty postgame report. High atop the the Perham High School Gymnasium. We'll be in Pelican Rapids tomorrow night on YourLiveEvent.com for the 8AA boys basketball title featuring Perham and Fergus Falls. We'll have the coverage for you right here on YourLiveEvent.com. We look forward to bringing it to you. More of our Home Crown Realty postgame report coming up. We're awaiting coaches and players to join, so stick around. You're watching coverage of Pelican Rapids and their 52-46 win over Fergus Falls here this evening, YourLiveEvent.com.
Realty can be confusing. That's why it's important to choose a professional when you're buying or selling. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated offers full commercial real estate services, agricultural land sales, hunting land sales, all categories of commercial real estate sales, commercial space leasing, real estate consulting, and real estate investing. Contact Anthony today. 218-261-1137. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated.
Lesmeister Dental is dedicated to providing its patients with the best appropriate dentistry to help them maintain their health, comfort, and beauty for their lifetime. We know every person is different, and we will help you stay healthy and offer the level of care that you desire. With offices in Kirkston at 1726 University Avenue or by phone 253-4204 or 281-4323. See or call Lesmeister Dental today.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit the Lynn For's Agency, Foston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Manoman, LynnFor'sAgency.com. The Lynn For's Agency, your insurance source.
And we're back on the Home Crown Realty postgame report here on YourLiveEvent.com. An opportunity here to continue on, and let's get to some of our stars of the game here, and we'll start with our Enbridge Energy player of the game here this evening. Enbridge Energy and the Line 3 replacement project underway and continues. And one of our Enbridge Energy stars of the game here tonight's Chloe Paulson for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. And first off, I know you're smiling under the mask. I know you are. Congratulations to you and your teammates. How does it feel to repeat as section champs?
It feels really good. I mean, it's something we work for all summer, all year. That's like our main goal. So, yeah, it's really good.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So, a hard-fought ball game. It looked physical. It looked all the parts. Was it that way on the floor?
Yeah, it was really physical.
Tell me about your role, because I know as a whole team, you guys have your roles, but it looked like late in the game, your job was to take care of Ellie Colvin.
Yeah, my job was to glue to her the whole game and to always just be on her the whole time and not let her get away from me.
And you did a really good job of that late in the ball game. What was it like? Because were you feeling pressure, or what were you feeling?
Yeah, because she's such a good player, so it's really hard to try and contain her the whole game. But yeah, overall it was good. I knew I could do it if I tried really hard.
You talk about, the overall here tonight. Your team is a goal to get back to win, repeat as section champs. How does it feel to accomplish that goal?
It feels good, yeah.
Unfinished at this point?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's amazing. It's so much fun with everyone.
State tournament.
Yeah.
It's going to be different than last year, but I'm sure you're going to look forward to it.
Yeah, we'll be ready.
Chloe, congratulations to you and your teammates.
Thank
Enjoy this,
you.
okay?
We will.
There we go. That is Chloe Paulson joining us here. Thank you very much, Chloe. Appreciate you coming over here. We'll give the microphone here as well as we get a chance to talk to Greta Tollefson. And Greta will give you this as well as being an Enbridge Energy player of the game here. And Greta, wow, you look exhausted. And I think that's a well-earned exhausted tonight. Talk to me about this. Congratulations, first out.
It was a team effort tonight. We just went out there and battled time after time. We never gave up, and it The energy was flowing in here and it was awesome.
I had you down. It's a team game. 21 in the second half. 21 points, and you hit a bunch of free throws at the end. How important is it? All those years you practiced free throws. How important is it?
I mean, it's so important. I just stepped up to the line and was like, I've done this 1,000 times. Probably a couple million times, honestly. But I just stepped up, shot them. That's how it went.
And they're in. Talk about your goals this season as a team. You were section champs a year ago in dramatic fashion. Tonight, opportunity to defend. How much of a goal was that all season long?
You know, it's always on your mind. As a little child, even like kid, I was like, I wanna get to the state tournament. We did it last year, and it was like, we all knew we wanted to get back there. Like, we wanted to end differently.
Well, I know last year it was in consolations, and then it was cut short. You know, you win in the consolations, and then it was over. State tournament was over. Hopefully we can play it out, but one game at a time, right?
Yeah, that's right. One game at a time.
I know there's going to be a little bit of a welcome home celebration for you tonight. How much fun are you having right now? I know you're tired, but how much fun are you having?
It's so much fun. This community, I don't even have words for them. They just rallied behind us. There was a waiting list for tonight's game. If they could have all been here, this place would have been packed, and we get a lot of support.
With that being said, 250 total fans here. Did it still feel like a championship game?
Yes, it was loud in here. Our student section did a phenomenal job. It was awesome.
Credit to you and your teammates. Congratulations. I'll let you soak it up with them. Have a great one, and good luck at state.
Yes, thank you.
You got it. That is Greta Tollefson for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Well, I'll tell you what, it was a fun ride. It was a fun ride for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. They find a way tonight, 52-46 over the Fergus Falls Otters. Yours here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Stick around. We will have more of the post-game report, as that was Enbridge Energy Players of the Game and the Energy Players of the Game. We're going to have Brian Korf join us in just a few moments. He's talking with the legend, Craig Olson Sports. So we'll give Brian a couple of moments. We'll get a chance to get Brian over here. We'll come back with more of our post-game report as we continue on YourLiveEvent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Springfield, and so are the savings from Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. All filters and shovels, 10% discounts now with pre-season, pre-spring pricing. New equipment arrivals on the lot that are field ready include the versatile Fury, new 35-foot with 22-inch notch blades, rubber rollers, and also a new demo unit, versatile Fury, 35-foot. Talk with Chuck O'Neill on the equipment at Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. They thank you for your business.
Racing action is back this summer at Red River Valley Speedway and Norman County Raceway, featuring IMCA modified, sprint cars, stock cars, sport mods, hobby stocks, legends, and more all summer long. Family friendly and affordable racing. Stay tuned to ncraceway.com and redrivervalleyspeedway.com for more information. Racing Thursday and Friday nights returns this summer to Norman County Raceway and Red River Valley Speedway.
Evan here from Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts with convenient tools we offer to make your life easier. Submit your refill 24/7 with the Nord's Pharmacy app or by calling into our automated refill line. Receive a text letting you know that your prescription's ready, and then pick it up at our drive-thru that's open late, 7:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. Have more than one refill? We can line them up with our free med synchronization program, so you're only making one stop. Nord's Pharmacy and Gifts here in Foston.
All right, and we are back here on YourLiveEvent.com, part of the post-game report from Home Crown Realty, as we had a chance with our head coach of the Pelican Rapids Vikings, repeat champs, Section 8AA, and Brian Korf stands in. Coach, congratulations. What a game of ups and downs and runs of both sides. It was a section championship game and lived up to the hype here tonight.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
both teams played so well, defensively and offensively, and to score points tonight was very hard to do. We're very fortunate, that we hit some shots here, we made some free throws, and that they missed some shots. So, you need some luck here now too. So we had some luck tonight, and but our girls played so hard. I told them they had to give a way better effort than they have the last few games to win a game like this.
And they showed up. And I know, a 13-0 run in that first half by Fergus Falls. The girls, Pelican Rapids, end the half on an 8-0 run. You tie the ball game. That was huge.
Yeah, I told the girls at halftime, what a great run that you made it right before half to give yourself a chance. So let's just keep the game close. Let's keep the game close here. And then when Fergus went on that run a little bit, then, we had to change a few things up. And we left Rats open and left Colbeck open a few times to hit some shots. So. But we're very fortunate that we went on that run right at the end of the game.
No doubt about it. Now, when we were watching it, and late in that second half especially, it was throughout the game, but late in the second half, Chloe Paulson was bread and butter put together on Ellie Colbeck. Colbeck was denied a chance to even get the ball. That individual effort defensively was a huge, when you look at your overall keys to success tonight.
Yeah, Chloe Paulson plays great defense, and, you're not going to stop Ellie Colbeck. Great basketball player, one of the best basketball players in the state of Minnesota. And all we wanted her to do is just stay in front of her to try to slow her down. And I don't know what slowed down, because I think she almost had 30 points tonight. If not, she had 30 points. And that just shows how good she is. And we're fortunate that she missed a couple shots. I'm sure she shot about 75%. At least that's what it felt like.
Seemed like it, yeah.
Yeah, great basketball player.
Well, your girls have earned it, and, it's hard to repeat. We know that for a fact. It's hard to repeat in 8AA champs for 2 years in a row, and to beat the Otters of Fergus Falls, who had been a AAA team prior to it. Boy, that's putting it right at the top.
Yeah, you need some luck, and we're very fortunate. Fergus Falls is well coached. Brad Strand does a great job, and great players, and you need some luck, and, you just need one game, right? Yep. One game to win, so... and I told the girls all we need to do is win by one. So we had our hands full tonight, and we're fortunate to come away with the win.
So state tournament, it'll be different, and you might be back here in this spot for the quarters. I know that's going to look different, but ultimately we're having a state tournament. We had a season.
Yeah, all I know is we're having a state tournament. I have to go to my AD, my boss, tonight when I get back home and say, when is it? Because I have no clue when the state tournament starts. I did not look at any of that stuff, because I knew we had our hands full. I could not look beyond even Barnesville. Barnesville's so well coached and good players. So, and then you had Fergus Falls, so we were not going to look ahead to this state tournament. We knew we had our hands full and we had to play well to advance to the state tournament.
You do it. Congratulations to you and the girls, Coach Korf, and wow, did it in a wonderful way tonight in front of a great group of fans. I know it wasn't a packed house like we would want, but boy, they brought the energy, didn't they?
They did. Wow, our student section was unbelievable tonight, and I'm so happy that we have our students that we have. Special group. I love our culture at Pelican Rapids. Great facilities, great kids, great staff, great teachers. It's just a great place to work.
All right. Was this I asked before the game, is this the same shirt tie combo as last year?
It might have been. It might have been. Yeah.
I like it.
Right.
Brian, congrats to you and the girls. Cut down the nets, all right?
Thank you.
You got it.
Thanks, guys.
You got it. That is Brian Korf, head coach of the Pelican Rapids Vikings. Actually, Joe, let's just swing that over there and let's watch in, and we can kind of put a bow on this here tonight, and we'll do our best. We'll try to track down Coach Strand as well here this evening as he's down on the floor. We'll see if we can't get Coach Strand some comments, and you can find those on our website at rjbroadcasting.com on the Sports Scores Schedules page, where we do post our audio and broadcasts, games recapped at rjbroadcasting.com. And Coach Strand and the Fergus Falls Otters falling short here tonight. The Pelican Rapids Vikings, your repeat champs in Section 8AA. As our post-game report continues, let's go to those post-game Home Crown Realty post-game report as it continues to wrap up. Let's run down. We talked about our Enbridge Energy players of the game. How about stars of the game? In our post-game from American Federal Bank and Ada, Darren Ramey Agency as well in Ada. And going with Greta Tollefson as a star and going with Ellie Colbeck as a star. And it wasn't just because of the points they scored, but because they put the teams on the back and did their best to get it going. And I just, just a comment, too, as we're watching Pelican Rapids here, cut down the net on yourliveevent.com. we're also getting a chance to kind of see the smattering of Fergus Falls fans and players that are out having some conversation. Fergus Falls boys are playing for a section title tomorrow night at Pelican Rapids High School against Perham. Joe and I were talking. Joe, we were talking about that. As I'll get you back in for a couple quick comments too, as we get a chance to keep watching the nets cut down. But it is neat seeing the way that these Otter players are interacting with their fans. Because I feel like both teams left it on the hard court here tonight at the Hive.
Oh, they did. They both poured their hearts out. They played. This meant something more than just a trip to the tournament. For the Fergus players especially, it was a chance at redemption, because most of these players on the Fergus Falls Otters team were here last year for the heartbreak at the buzzer. This year, it's not closure for them. Of course, anytime you lose, you don't get the closure you want. But at least, this time, it's still tough to lose any game, especially in the postseason. But, you look at it and they're out. They're, talking about. They're not letting it dwell on them so much. And then most of the facts of that could possibly be because they're so young still. Like their key players are still not fully,
There's juniors.
Yes.
And this group, Ellie Kolbeck and Tori Ratz, this group, Hannah Polieski, they've been playing in state tournaments. They've been in 4 straight section championship games.
They've been there. They know what to do.
And you hope that things can always be rewarded. You just never know, and I guess that's the game, and that's why we play. And as we talked about this on the truck drive over, and just remembering and thinking back to all Pelican Rapids and Fergus Falls girls basketball have played exactly twice
in the last couple of years.
Yes, and beyond that, I don't know when they played, because it was 3A, 2A, or 1A in some cases, right? For Pelican Rapids, bouncing back and forth. Pelican Rapids is 2-0, both times in section titles.
And for most of the Pelican faithful, I know they want to look at Brad Strand leaving Pelican, going to Fergus. That was one thing that was always keyed up between these battles. Sure. Most likely, it wasn't really like where Pelican has Perham, especially, were on their court.
Right.
They're huge conference rivals with each other, but between these two teams, it was more about the two coaches, Korf to Strand.
Yeah.
One left, one stayed. Who, as if you want to look at it from the playoff perspective or anything like that, who's got the upper hand there?
Sure.
And right now, you look at Brian Korf holding a 2-win advantage over Brian Strand. For Pelican, that favors you guys. But again, it's still nothing to take away from what Brad Strand has done at Fergus Falls. 4 straight section championship games. Even though he's 1-3 in them, it's hard to make 4.
That's right. Let's run down our final numbers here on the Home Crown Realty postgame report as the Nets are coming down here in Perham in the 8AA Girls Basketball Championship as you're seeing it, yourliveevent.com. Christian Motors and Christian Cars Online.com bringing you our statistics. Very good. Let's let the young ladies tear down the nets and have some memories here tonight. As a 52-46, the final Pelican Rapids over Fergus Falls. For Fergus Falls in the final stats from Christian Motors, ChristianCarsOnline.com. Ellie Kolbeck went for 28 tonight, 5 rebounds. Emily Noss had 4 rebounds. Ainsley Hansen had a rebound. Tori Ratt, 6 points, 2 boards. 5 points, 3 boards for Anna Anderson. 4 and 2 for Hannah Polieski. 3.7 boards for Paige Pearson. The Otters, 3 of 3 at the free throw line tonight. 24 rebounds and 6 turnovers. The Otters season will end 18-4, and they will graduate Michaela Hoos, Emily Noss, Logan Strom, Anna Anderson, Katie Stroman, and Paige Pearson from their roster. For the Pelican Rapids Vikings tonight, 30 points, 5 rebounds for Greta Tollefson, 14 points, 10 boards for Anna Stephenson, 2 points, 2 boards for Allie Hybe, 3 points and a pair of rebounds for Ellie Welch off the bench. It was 3 points, 4 rebounds for Morgan Korf. That 3 was a pretty big 3 late in the game. 2 points, 3 boards for Chloe Paulson, and 1 heck of a defensive effort tonight for Paulson and the Pelican Rapids Vikings. 13 of 19 from the free throw line. Yes, Pelican Rapids, 13 of 19. Fergus Falls was just 3 of 3. Getting to the free throw line mattered in this ball game, and that does happen time to time, close games.
And most of their free throws, of course, came late in the game, but they were able to get to the free throw line early in that first half. They didn't have a great field goal or free throw percentage early in the game,
50%.
but 50%, and especially Tollefson only making under 50% in that first set.
She was 0 for 3 before she started hitting, and then she made 6 in a row.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It was right there. That's a huge swing just by hitting the free throws.
Yeah.
It changes momentum in more ways than not, and especially with Tollefson not shooting well early, she turned it on when she needed it for her Vikings.
26 rebounds, 13 turnovers for Pelican Rapids. They are now make it 20-1. They've lost just 4 games in the last 3 seasons. They are repeat champions for Section 8AA girls basketball. The state tournament, Perham, Pequot Lakes, both a couple of northern sites. They are doing it very different. Next Tuesday and Wednesday are your quarterfinals. Perham, this may be where Pelican Rapids comes to play state quarterfinals. Okay? More details to come. Brackets will be released probably by Saturday, and then you're looking at a quick turnaround and then a week off before the state championship games are played. And so, yeah, bracketing as it goes, we'll see. Can't talk about it yet, other than we know that there's going to be some different sites, including Perham is one of the sites where a quarterfinal would be hosted. Could Pelican Rapids be back here? We'll find out. But that will do it here tonight as we are going to watch the rest of the net cutting down here for the Pelican Rapids Vikings. We'll take this time to share that tomorrow night, the Section 8AA Boys Basketball Championship game will also air right here on YourLiveEvent.com from Pelican Rapids High School when the Fergus Falls Otters take on the Perham Yellow Jackets. We were here early enough to watch the Yellow Jackets doing some warm-ups. We see a few Fergus Falls Otters basketball players making it here in attendance tonight. Neat to see them supporting their team, and the girls and boys fed off each other. Fergus Falls having both the girls and boys in section title games here for this COVID season. So we'll see how things unfold tomorrow night. But pregame coverage should begin about 6:30 tomorrow night, and tip time at 7 with Perham and the Fergus Falls Otters on YourLiveEvent.com from Pelican Rapids High School in the Section 8AA Boys Basketball Championship tomorrow night. Want to send out a big thank you to all of the sponsors for helping make our coverage possible. Tonight we had 4 section title games on YourLiveEvent.com. From Warroad to Perham to Thief River Falls to Fergus Falls. We had you covered tonight, Section 8AA girls, 6A girls, 8A boys, and 8A boys hockey as well, all with YourLiveEvent.com. Couldn't do it without the sponsors. Thank you to our sponsors. They make the coverage possible. Thanks to the Perham High School for the hosting, as Brian Korf is going to walk up and cut the net. Thanks to the Perham High School for the hospitality, the setup, all the proper cords and cables to make this possible as the net comes down here in Perham. Brian Korf and the Pelican Rapids Vikings are repeat champs for Section 8AA. Thanks to Joseph Stetz, most affectionately known as Joe Stetz. Appreciate your assistance and help here, Joe, from the broadcast to all the behind-the-scenes stuff here this evening as well, and for getting coach and players to come up too. Appreciate it, Joe.
Thank you, and it was a very exciting game.
It sure was.
You know, we're looking ahead for the future now.
We sure are, and certainly appreciate executive producer Mark Forseth as well for his setup and joining us tonight as well here in Perham. The nets are coming down the other way, and that's good too. We'll let those nets come down on YourLiveEvent.com. Want to say again thanks to all of you for joining us tonight wherever you are. We greatly appreciate it. Back tomorrow night from Pelican Rapids when Perham and Fergus Falls will match up in a Section 8AA Championship boys basketball game tomorrow night. We'll have it for you here on YourLiveEvent.com. The final one more time. Congrats to the back-to-back Section 8AA champions in girls basketball, the Pelican Rapids Vikings, winners 52-46 over Fergus Falls from the Perham High School Gymnasium, The Hive. I'm Kevin Kochman on YourLiveEvent.com saying so long and have a great night, everybody.